and say your class and race and a few words about your character. And we'll take it from there. We'll start off with Orion.
Orion is a barbarian shifter. He's very werewolfy. He's essentially a red-haired Wolverine with a very bestial yet kind of human appearance.
We have another barbarian, Solrak.
Yep, Solrak is a half-elf barbarian. He is currently wandering the jungle, searching for the curse, to end the curse, and hopefully he'll meet his other brothers, but not too quickly, hopefully. Yeah, his brothers are backup characters for other people here, so yeah, hopefully not too soon.
Hopefully he doesn't meet them at all.
Hopefully.
He never wants to see his brothers again. Okay. And we have Yazo.
So Yazo's a dwarf rogue. He's also ginger. He's got a very shiny beard. And he wears half plate.
Okay. Bryn.
Well, Bryn is a half-elf bard. He didn't join the party that long ago, and they freed him from a pirate ship. So he was very happy to join the group. Yeah, I think that's it. It's enough to know when you see him for the first time.
Alrighty. And our first new character is Garrick.
Garrick is a 6'5", normally in splint armor, but since it's so hot down here, if I haven't calmed down, I don't know yet. He is naked to the waist, with a longsword and a shield on his arm. He's an Aasimar, has white hair, blue eyes, and paladin with some extra abilities.
In terms, with your armor, I would imagine as you're trekking through the jungle, you probably don't want to be in that heavy or medium armor. But if you're expecting to fight, I would imagine that maybe you do don the armor if if you're about to go into somewhere that looks dangerous. At the moment, we're in a forge, and it is very hot, so it'll be up to you if you wanted to take that armor off or not. Being it like so hot with the extreme heat from just lava everywhere, if you do spend a prolonged amount of time near the heat, you do have to make a constitution save, and it is at disadvantage if you're in medium or heavy armor. But it's up to you. You did have time to take the armor off if you want.
Well, I don't think he will do that as a soldier before he really is at death's door, almost.
Yeah, if you've got a good con, it probably doesn't really bother you that much anyway, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So, alright, we'll go over to the map of Cholt. So this is Cholt.
You're not gonna present him?
We will.
Oh, okay.
Silent Peak is here too.
Yeah. We'll do, alright, yeah, we'll do Nims after yours. So this is Cholt. This is a peninsula that's, south of Faerun, where Waterdeep and all those popular locations are. So it's several miles south. It's actually a peninsula, so it's still attached to the mainland, but it's a good like 300-400 miles southwest of Waterdeep, beyond the Shining Sea. So anyway, Garrick, your prophecy. So after being conscripted to Cholt by the Order of the Gauntlet, you soon found yourself under the poor leadership of Niles Breakbone. He is the commander of the contingency that was sent out here. The purpose of why you're in Cholt was a little bit unclear. It was a mix between hunting frost giants from the north that had come to Cholt and stopping a wailing disease, the Death Curse. After witnessing the failure of Camp Righteous, which is this camp here, it's a camp that the Order set up. It was overrun by hordes of undead. Your contingent moved further southeast to Camp Vengeance, to set up a new camp, and that wasn't going too well either. It was a shit show. Every night that you'd spent in Chult since you arriving here, you'd experienced a terrifying nightmare. You'd awaken in a lucid dream, paralyzed. All around you is a warm, reddish, glowing light. You're lying on a flat plain of rippling water, and everything is peaceful as you bask in the warm glow of the sun above you. Suddenly, an enormous serpent, as large as the sky itself, hovers overhead. Adorning its sleek profile is a black crown made from the darkest of opal. The snake proceeds to open its fanged maw and consume the sun whole, plunging the entire world into darkness. After that, you see the crown, size for a humanoid, resting on a pillar, a stone pillar in an ancient-looking temple ruin. Then you always would awaken in a cold sweat after that. Plagued by these visions, you seek to find the crown from your nightmares. You abandon your post from Camp's Vengeance, so you would be a deserter. You probably don't want to go back there. And the punishment for that is to be tied to trees and allowed either zombies or dinosaurs to eat you alive. So you abandon your post and you travel south, meeting up with a fellow druid adventurer on the way. You join up with the druid as you seek out ancient ruins in the jungle, searching for the black opal crown. And you come to one such ruin, a forge guarded by fire newts. Could this be the ruin from your vision?
Do you know what fire newts are?
Yeah.
Have I met them before?
Well, you would know a little bit about them. You'd actually witnessed them doing something quite terrible before you've entered the forge, but I'll get to that shortly.
Okay.
Alright. So that's Garrick's story, searching for this black opal crown. Alright, now we'll introduce Nim.
So Nim is a gnome druid, probably the shortest of the group. Really short. Very into the earth and all that, very trying to just commune with nature and see how the earth feels about what's going on in the world through all this different turmoil that's happening. And just very curious about the world as well. Things are always different and changing, and how can Nim better fix those things that's within his control from what he's gifted.
Okay. So, Nim hails from Mazdika. So we'll go back over to the map I showed. Mazdika is like very, very, very far away. It's west of Chult, kind of northwestish, and it's probably like over 1,000 miles away. It would have been a long journey to get here. So Nim's story is Nim's calling. Hailing from the distant and strange land of Mazdika, you set sail on a small raft guided by the wind to find your calling. For many moons, you saw nothing but ocean, living off good berries, purified seawater, and fresh fish. Eventually, you saw land, and you arrived in Chult. Now, your point of landing was probably somewhere around here, around the Kobold Mountains.
Okay.
And you came to find Chult, an exotic jungle similar to your homeland. You listened to the trees, the animals in the air, and they guided you to Garrick. You probably would have tracked over the Kobold Mountains and met Garrick somewhere around here. That's when you guys teamed up. Each one of these hexes is 10 miles. Takes about a day journey to go through one hex. So when you met Garrick, he informed you about the death curse and the terrible imbalance that you saw as an imbalance of nature. You learned that the source of the death curse lies somewhere nearby. Toril is moaning and the balance of nature is no more. A wasting disease upsets the ground beneath your feet, and the pain is caused by the Soulmonger. The Soulmonger is a thorn that must be plucked from the aching side of the planet. Relieve her so she can rest easy once again, and the natural order of life and death is restored. So not only do you have that motivation of the imbalance of nature, but Garrick could have told you this. There is on offer for anyone who can stop this death curse, which is said to be sourced here in Chult from a necromantic artifact known as the Soulmonger, will get a reward, and that reward is one rare magic item of your choosing by Syndra Sylvain. So Syndra Sylvain, she's currently in Port Nyanzaru. It's the only populace in Chult. It's a large city, exotic, colorful, full of dinosaurs and Chultans and merchants from all over the land. Syndra Sylvain is an archmage who's been afflicted by the death curse. She's wasting away, and she's probably only got about 20 days left to live. If you can stop the death curse before she falls, then she's the one that's going to reward you.
Okay.
So as you guys were traveling through the jungle, you may have been routed by frost giants. When you guys teamed up, you probably had to escape them. You may have seen a band of 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, you need to watch out for them. Very unusual that they're here, but they may have routed you closer towards Hrakhamar. If you see the frost giants, you probably want to go the other way. So you've traveled to this area near the Kobold Mountains. You face dinosaurs, and it's kind of a volcanic territory. It's very hot where you guys are. It's also known as the Land of Ash and Smoke. And eventually you guys had stumbled across this forge that used to be run by albino dwarves, now taken over by fire newts. So you guys had witnessed these fire newts. They're little elemental creatures that wear armor and have swords. They were torturing some dwarves out the front of the forge, capturing them, burning them, and you just heard their terrible screams. So you guys formulated a plan to investigate, and you may have heard them questioning the dwarves about some sort of artifact, being a motivator for Jarek to go and investigate as well. They're looking for some sort of artifact. Alright, so oh yeah, we've got Millhouse as well. He's here now. You could throw out an intro for your character too, and then we'll get into the forge.
Millhouse will compete with Nim for the shortest character, being a rock gnome, actually. A rock gnome. He's an artificer, so he's both an experimenter and inventor, and he has come to Chult to find magical items to tinker with and learn from.
Okay. Alright, you guys are all in the forge, Hrakhamar. This used to be run by these albino dwarves, the ones that Nim and Garrick saw being tortured. So last session, you guys had moved from Wormheart Mine to Hrakhamar Forge by following the minecart track. You'd found Musharib, your old guide, as well as another insane albino dwarf that was being tortured, and you'd managed to get them to safety, stowing them guarded by Hugh and James in a nearby cave. And then you guys had moved up to sneak up on the Fire Newt warriors to land an assault on them. So Yazo, Bryn, Solrak, and Orion, you guys managed to sneak past these giant striders, these very large, draconic, feathery dinosaur bird lizards that the Fire Newts use as mounts. And the 4 of you are just about to launch an attack. Millhouse, you've stayed back a little bit because you're clanking armor and you didn't want to alert the striders. So Nim and Garrick, you guys arrive from this direction, a minecart track. You've just arrived and snuck up around the corner. You guys don't need to make stealth checks. Just presume that you're undetected so far, because these Fire Newt warriors are actually quite distracted. They are very involved in their work. So this area that you guys are standing in here, I'll just describe it again. It's very hot, like this is lava, so don't go in there. It is extremely hot in here. You'd approached listening to a hammering sound that grew louder as you've moved up ahead. But it's not actually coming from this chamber. It's coming from further in. There's an enormous rectangular chamber that is a working smelter. A rectangular pit in the center of the room is filled with molten iron. 6 devices of dwarven design and make arranged around the pit siphon off the liquid metal to draw out impurities. A smaller pool in the southeast corner holds what appear to be molten silver, and creatures that look like a mix of humanoid amphibians and elemental fire attending to the machines. So far, they haven't noticed anyone. But what Solrak notices is Nim and Garrick, and vice versa. You guys, Garrick and Nim, had no idea that there were going to be other adventurers in here. You've snuck up behind these newts, and you've seen another group of adventurers sneaking up as well. So, I'll leave it to you guys what happens next.
Alright, so seeing the other adventurers, I will point to my eyes, and then I will point to them, and then I will point to my axe, and then the fire newts. And then I will give the motion that I'm swinging to attack them.
I'll put my thumb up.
You suddenly hear a deep voice in your ear. We will take them to the south. You take those to the north.
I'll put my thumb up.
You can reply to the message, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and reply the message. Okay.
I whispered to Nim that the other group is going to take the newts to the north. We will have to deal with those close by.
Alright, we got this big guy, and I'm going to tap him with guidance.
Alright, even casting a spell with verbal components in close proximity to the Fire Newt warriors, they're still completely unaware of your presence. They're so busy using these smelters, chiseling at bits of metal, and doing some hard work here that they're completely involved and oblivious to their surroundings, other than what's immediately in front of them.
So I'm going to tap Orion and then point to this direction and tell him on the count. I'll put up 3 fingers and then I'll start counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Start heading in.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan's probably confused by the 3.
Yeah. So mechanically, do we have to use a ranged weapon first to get a surprise round, Seb?
No. Surprise just works by stealth checks, opposed by their passive perception. You guys already did the stealth check, and they're so involved in their work that it's very easy to surprise these creatures. So you just presume that you guys have made your stealth checks. I mean, you guys are moving up stealthily as well. You're coming up behind the fire newts. You're not exactly running out screaming Leroy Jenkins.
No, not yet.
Alright, as you guys move up, they're moving around. They're working these smelters. You're coming up behind them, avoiding their line of sight. And you can pretty much sneak right up behind them before you need to attack them, if you wish.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright, Millhouse, you start to see them move forward as well. What are you doing?
Well, I don't want to ruin their stealthiness, so I'm just going to run in as soon as I hear battle start.
Alright, let's roll initiative. Did you want to move up a bit more, Garrick? You can get into melee reach.
One question before I do that. Do I think we can take these down without alerting the others that are further in?
Oh, you feel like once combat erupts, well, you can't be sure. They may raise an alarm. You're not sure of their exact numbers, but there's definitely some hammering coming from an opening near this smelter.
So I don't think we can do this silently before.
You're not sure of their numbers. You feel like whoever's around this corner will definitely be alerted, because they're obviously working like a smithy or something over there.
Then I'm gonna cast Chatter before I move further in.
Before we do that, we do need to roll initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we're going to roll initiative. There is an API, so it's just going to roll it for everyone all at once. You don't need to roll yourself. All of these creatures are just going to go on the same initiative count because they're quite... there's quite a lot of them. Quite low challenge rating. Okay, so they're surprised they can't take actions or reactions on their first turn. Everyone's moved in, and this is when you guys are launching the assault. So Solrak, you're up first.
Alright, so I am going to enter Rage. And I will take the first swing at this guy. And since I have advantage. I'm going to make it.
What are you doing that has advantage?
Sneaking up on them has advantage or no?
No. Surprise doesn't give you advantage.
I thought it did. So yeah, I'm just going to do a normal swing.
If you were hidden, you would be, but you're not hidden, you're just out in the open. They can clearly see you.
Okay, so instead I'm going to, because they don't get a reaction this turn, so I'm going to do Reckless.
Okay. That hits. You come in swing
Plus 2 to that.
Plus 2. Alright. You come in swing with the maul. It slams into the fire newt's side. And a mixture of like lava and blood kind of sprays out of this creature. It looks bloodied already.
The maul's okay?
I believe so. That would be my turn.
Only one attack.
Oh, I forgot I had
You holding back? You're not showing your true form yet.
So can I make that other attack, or is it too late?
Yeah, you can. That hits. And 9 damage takes that fire newt warrior out. It falls to the ground and just disappears into a puff of smoke. Its armor and weapon just remaining on the ground.
And yeah, I will move up one, then end my turn. Sorry about that.
Alright, Orion.
I'll also rage for my bonus action. And I will grow my claws. And then I'll jump in and attack this one here.
Hit. You slash through it. It's kind of hot to touch these things. Not hot enough to burn you, but you create this claw mark across it, and it's like this claw opens up with blood and lava. It starts dripping out of it. You swing again, and whoosh, rip another claw through it. The fire newt looks bloodied. And you claw again. Whoosh. The fire newt warrior is seriously injured. Alright, these striders are surprised. These guys are chained up as well. Alright, Millhouse, you're up.
Millhouse, with his massive shoulders to carry the team, starts dashing in. And that's as far as Millhouse can get after he dashes. Now Doggo will dash in. That's 30.
It was Sonic.
He's Mataru Soniku now. He's evolved.
Alright, I can actually see Dog, so he's just going to run to the closest as far as he can.
Okay.
I think he's got 10 feet of movement left.
Okay. You send him off down this track. Yazo.
My go?
Yep, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try and attack this one. I'll do a Toll the Dead.
I cast Toll the Dead, and this Fire Newt warrior just collapses to the ground. It melts down into a liquid lava that just disperses, disappearing in a puff of smoke. Black smoke.
Can I climb into this? Is this got? There's nothing hot in here, no?
No, it's a minecart. It's filled full of raw materials, bits of ore that haven't yet been chiseled out.
Okay, I'll jump in there and I'll hide.
You won't be able to hide. You're everyone, like, you're in plain view. They literally just saw you jump in there.
Oh no, then. Okay, I'll just stay here then.
He jumped into the minecart and vanished. Where'd he go?
Yeah, to hide you need to not be viewed by anyone. Not out of sight. All right, Nim.
My speed is 25, so I'm just 5, 10, 15 to there. And I am going to use poison spray on that side. Oh.
Alright, you blow a puff of noxious smoke into the Fire Newt warrior's face. And it starts coughing and spluttering, and despite their elemental looking forms, the poison affects them, and it's coughing and reeling. It's very badly injured from that.
Thank goodness. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, when you are finished, you'll need to hit end a turn button. Click your token and you'll see a little EOT thing in the corner or in the chat box. Alright, Fire Newts are surprised, no actions. They do get their reactions now though. Bryn.
So I will do a cloud of daggers about there. Just click on it.
Where did you want to put it exactly? I missed
On the
thing.
one,
This guy?
oh, right over there, where the guy is working at the table thing.
Alright. He is, yeah, just minding his own business, chiseling away at a bit of ore, and now he's just getting shredded into pieces by these blades. He'll take that damage when he starts his turn.
Yep. I think I'll stay there for now. Yep, that's it. And overturn.
Garrick.
Well, since my friend ran in, I will cast Shatter, but with the careful meta magic. So I will spend 1 sorcery point.
Right. Before you roll the damage, you'll need to select exactly where you're going to put it. It's a 10-foot radius, so here's a template here. Yeah. And you can move that around. Put it exactly where you want to put it.
Here.
It will hit 3 of them. So you could hit those 3 or the other 3. It wouldn't hit all 4 of them.
Okay, take out the one who's already damaged, so my friend doesn't get hit.
Okay. Alright, roll it up. Alright, there's a bit of a bang, and there's a thunderous explosion that just emanates from the center of where these 3 Fire Newts are grouped. A special bubble forms around you, Nim, so it doesn't affect you. And the Fire Newts, the 2 that are not injured, they manage to resist, and they're just kind of knocked forward. It stops them from what they're doing at the moment. The other Fire Newt, though, he's just like ripped into pieces, and when they die, they kind of just turn into a puff of smoke. But before that happens, he's launched into this silver, and you just see his scimitar and his shield just become encased in this molten silver, and it just dips down into here with a hiss.
Oh. How's the lighting here? Is it
Everything
dark?
is brightly lit near the lava.
Okay.
Lava lets off light. Other than that, there are dark tunnels, like over here is dark and whatnot.
Okay. Well, I will run over here and vault over this table and stand among them and say something like, "Come on, you sons of water newts."
They all look over at you in shock, and then they start kind of hissing and drawing blades. And if that's the end of your turn, then
yeah, can't do anything more. Can't cast a second spell, so
okay. There's a end of
ready
turn
my
button.
shield. Yeah.
So look in the chat box. You'll see that pink EOT. Right, that's the one. All right, the Fire Newt warriors are not surprised anymore. They look around. They're drawing weapons, and they're kind of just hissing. They have forked tongues, like a lizard, spraying out a little bit of fire from their mouths. Solrak, you're up.
So I am going to attack the one in front of me. I am gonna go reckless.
Okay. That is actually a miss. The Fire Newt warrior quickly swings around, brings up its shield, and hits away your maul.
Swing at it again.
And that's a crit. You break straight through his shield. It knocks the Fire Newt back. More lavery blood sprays everywhere. It's looking bloodied.
As my bonus action, I'm going to hit on it again.
Another crit. And yeah, his shield does nothing to stop that maul. It just knocks him straight off his feet. He hits the wall. Disappears in a puff of smoke.
And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move there. And then,
Orion.
I'll give it out a growl and run after Solrak and dive at these ones with my claws. I'll go attack this one recklessly.
Sorry, what was it, this guy?
Yeah, this one.
Hit. You slash into it. It's looking bloodied. That's another hit. You rip another claw into it. It's almost dead.
Crap.
You go for a third swing, but it just interposes that shield and your claws just scrape right against it. Alright, the Fire Newt warriors are hissing and they're yelling out in Draconic, "We are under attack! To arms! To arms! Get the Striders!" And these Striders are kind of shrieking as well. They're making this noise like some sort of demonic chicken. And they start to get panicked and try to break free from their restraints. They can break loose very easily as well. And let me see how many are going to break loose. Only one of them. One of them just breaks loose of its restraints. And there's like a chain just dangling down next to it. It runs along the minecart track. It stands almost 10 feet high. And it turns its head towards Solrak and Orion. And it just opens its mouth, and a massive explosion of fire just centered on Orion explodes outwards in a 10-foot radius, burning Solrak, Orion, and Garrick. The three of you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Like a big ball of fire. Obviously, it doesn't affect the Fire Newts. takes up this entire area here. All right, you guys try to duck and get some cover. Orion, you managed to succeed the saving throw, and just need your save as well, please, Garrick. There we go. Garrick and Solrak. Actually, Solrak, you succeed as well. You got danger sense. All right, so I should probably actually roll the damage. It might help. So Ryan, you succeed and you take 8 points of fire damage. Solrak, you succeed and you take 8 points. Oh no, you're bear totem, right?
Yep.
All right, you
4.
take 4. And Garrick, you take the full brunt, 16 points. And it keeps on screeching, and these things move quite quickly as well. Just it runs into here and screeches again. The others are still trying to get free of their restraints. Millhouse.
Millhouse feels thankful none of those spit on him. So how far can you get? I can get there. And that's going to just dash towards the closest one.
Should have taken the minecart, Millhouse.
I didn't know they were so far away.
Alright, what's your mount? Movement speed?
Forgot.
50?
Yeah, 40.
Alright, so what's his instruction? Just run up and attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can see.
He can get up.
What he's attacking.
He can get up to 1 and attack. He comes up to a fire newt. And he opens his mouth and he just completely misses. He smashes into the fire newt shield. Nim and Garrick, this is what you guys see next to you. You can ask Millhouse where he got the inspiration for that. Alright, Yazo.
Okay, I want to hit this guy, don't I? Oh, I'll take this one out then. I'm not going to bother doing a flaming one, it's not going to do any difference.
That's a hit. You pierce into the Strider's side, lets out a squawk. It's looking bloodied. Rapier just pales it through its torso.
Okay, I'll disengage.
Nim. I think you might be muted. Okay.
Go. I'm gonna do a poison spray right on this one between me and Garrick. Again.
Another puff of noxious gas in the fire newt's face. This time, it just kind of shakes its head a little bit. Doesn't get affected.
I'm gonna move behind it now this time, and that'll be my turn.
Alright.
There we go.
The fire newts. Alright, firstly, the one in the cloud of daggers takes 10 slashing damage. Alright, they're all going to go on the same initiative count because there's many of them and they kind of low challenge rating. Alright, I'll just start from top to bottom. Over here, this fire newt runs in at you, Yazo. They all wield scimitars. They have some black metal armor on. Looks like chainmail. And a shield, like an iron shield in their hand. And it just tries to attack you with a scimitar, Yazo. It slashes and misses. And makes a second attack. It also misses. This one is going to attack Orion. And it hits him for 1 point of damage. I think you need to make a new character. And then it'll turn around and it'll try to fight off Garrick. It'll make an attack on Garrick.
So curses do work.
And it hits. It finds a gap in your armor, hitting you for 5 slashing. This one will do pretty much the same thing. It'll attack Orion and miss, and then it'll attack Garrick and miss. They are actually not very good with their scimitars either. It was more luck that it hit you. They don't seem to really know how to use their weapons that well. This one is just going to turn around and just from that poison spray, it's already coughing and spluttering, and then it just it spits a ball of fire directly at you, Nim. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oop.
It's a direct hit. The fire explodes upwards, hitting you for 11 fire damage. That sound of hammering stops. And you can hear more fire newts calling out from this tunnel as well. We're under attack! Get the warlocks! Summon Imix! They say. Imix, save us! Grant us fire! And none of them are attacking this round, but it sounds like they're getting ready. They're calling out in Draconic, a mix of Draconic and Primordial as well. I'm sure someone can understand that.
I can understand the primordial part.
You can relay what they're saying. Bryn.
Right. So I will attack the giant strider in front of me. I think that would be best. With the rapier.
That's a direct hit.
Cool. Seem to do better than them.
Alright, you thrust forward and
Very
you
slightly.
You hit it in the neck. It's not a direct hit. The blade glances its neck, but it's looking pretty injured. It too bleeds like lava, basically. It drips out onto the ground.
And I will inspire Solrek. You go, barbarian friend. And I think that's it.
Garrick.
Well, I will bang my sword against my shield, whisper something, and put a shield of fate on myself.
Alright, glowing shield appears around you, +2 to your AC. I'll give you an icon for that as well. Shield icon.
And then hit the newt that tried to attack my friend with the booming blade, which misses. Wait, I have a D4 for the guidance.
Guidance is attack
Skill.
rolls. Yeah, sorry, ability checks.
Yeah.
Ability check? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You swing a booming blade at the fire newt, swinging your weapon, and the fire newt brings up its scimitar and shield and hits your attack away.
That's it for me.
Right, end of turn. Solrak.
Right, so I am going to I'm gonna recklessly attack this guy.
That's a hit. You swing them all around and it just smacks the strider straight in the face, and it drops to the ground, and it actually starts to kind of melt down as well into like an ooze smoke.
I will tell Orion to take care of those fire newts and then join me to kill some birds.
I snarl loudly.
I'll go over here and I'm going to great weapon attack this guy.
Hit. Alright, you kill it. You come up and just crack it in the side of the head. It's instantly killed.
And then with my bonus action, I will do the same to the one next to it. Great weapon attack. I will roll a d8. Hopefully I hit.
Okay, use your inspiration. You turn a 9 into a 15. That is a hit. Alright, you bring this maul around again and hit it right in its underside and just kills the giant strider instantly.
I believe that was 30. Let me just double check. Yep. And now going up to this one now. And that will...
Orion.
Feeling a little inadequate after that display, I'll attack this one recklessly first.
That hits, and you just rip a claw through its face, falls back and disappears.
And then the southernmost one.
That hits. It's a small injury. You slash it again, and you put it in a bloodied state.
And then I'll bonus action shift.
Okay.
Is that dog soldiers?
Nice eye.
Alright, it's the Strider's turn. The one that you have run up on, Solrak, just spits a burst of fire directly at you. Make a dexterity saving throw. You succeed, and you take 2 points of fire damage. Another one gets loose and starts rampaging. And it runs down this tunnel, chasing after Millhouse. It runs up to him, and as it gets to him, it tries to bite him.
That's squeezing. I demand that be squeezed. Hopefully.
Yeah. It's
squeezing.
only 5 foot wide. It has to squeeze, so it's at disadvantage. It misses you. That's it for the Striders. Millhouse, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna do Battle of the Strider then. It's just gonna take me too long to get over there. Yeah.
That hits. You swing Bob upwards and slash straight into the Strider's neck. It's looking bloody.
Yeah.
And that's another hit. You tear another axe through the Strider, and it's still alive. Barely.
That's Millhouse done.
Sonic's got another one he's still in melee with, and he misses. Yazo.
Just gonna have to stab it. I know I don't get sneak attack.
Hit.
Oh, shame.
You push the rapier into the fire newt, 6 damage. It's very badly injured. So a little stream of blood spurts out when you draw the rapier out of its torso.
I'm gonna disengage and go here to try and get at least some cover from something.
Okay, the minecart will give you half cover from attacks that originate from the other side of it. Nim.
Alrighty. From where I'm sitting, can I see them? Is there like any machinery in the way that would obstruct my view of those over there?
Yeah, you can see them. They have half cover. This one would have 3/4. There's some barrels and some anvils and that, but you got a decent view of them.
Alright, I'm gonna wreck their world because I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Where are you putting it, and how are you configuring it?
I'm gonna start because I'm doing it based on what I can see as well. I'm gonna start where this crane-looking item is.
Okay.
I'm gonna go that diagonal direction you're going.
Okay.
10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and just pushing it all in as hard as I can.
All right. Let's make their saves. I just got to, because it's on an angle, I just got to measure exactly which squares it's going to hit. So you're starting in this one, and then you're going upwards, right? Diagonal.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's going to hit 3 of them. Okay, they're going to make dex saves. The entire forge is just flooded with water and just smashes into the fire newts. 2 of them go flying. One of them hits their head on the anvil, disappears in a puff of smoke. Another one gets impaled on a door handle, and they're instantly destroyed, with another one being knocked into the corner onto the ground, prone, but still alive, badly injured.
Gotcha.
And you see water hiss as it spills down into this molten metal and instantly evaporates. And even there's steam coming off all of the surfaces here too.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright, the steam rising up creates a little bit of light obscurement as well in this area. You can still see through though. It's just lightly obscured.
Okay.
Alright, the fire newts. They retaliate.
It's gonna be a soul line here.
We'll start off with this one. It's going to slash at Orion with a scimitar. It misses, and then it will turn around and attack. It'll attack Orion again, actually. And it's a crit. It hits you for 4 points of damage. Small injury. That was one of its best attacks. This fire newt is going to swing at Garrick with its scimitar. Turn around and try to hit you. You block the attack with his shield, and then it turns around and slashes at Nim. And it hits Nim for 2 points of damage. You lose concentration on guidance. Then just need to move this fog. Alright, the other fire newts, they start to spill out. The one that you just tidal wave gets to its feet and it runs forward. It doesn't get much further than that. It's gonna dash. It's a difficult terrain to climb over all these things. It dashes and it just jumps straight into the molten lava and leftover impurities from the metal. It seems to just bathe in it, and it's gonna climb. It basically gets there. That's the end of its movement. More fire newt starts to appear though, and 2 of them arrive at this opening. There doesn't really seem to be any real apparent entrance to this opening. There's like a crane arm, some sort of crane arm contraption, and the fire newt seems to just climb straight in there through the lava and over the hot mechanical apparatuses, sorry. And yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna start dashing. They just start climbing over these pieces of machinery and spilling forth. More of them are going to start spilling out, and I think, yeah, they're all going to take a dash action, climbing over bits of machinery. And some of them are going to start to head towards Bryn and Yazo a bit. It's a bit cumbersome for them to climb over. And that's it for now. He'll dash. Bryn.
So this is my turn to be inspired. I'm going to use Shatter because I saw someone else do it. I'll center it here because I think I'll hit all 5 of them.
Yes. In a 10-foot radius, you'd hit all 5.
And I'll do it at level 3 then because, well, why not?
Alright, they run out, and when they're grouped together, you wait till they get in close, and then just let out a massive explosion. These fire newts don't know what hit them, and they don't seem very well organized either. And, yeah, they're just hit with an explosion. They're all going to make con saves. DC 15, 14 thunder damage. There's another loud bang. Bits of fire newt and scraps of armor go flying everywhere, leaving most of them very badly injured. Only one of them succeeds. They're all softened up. Little spurts of like molten metal just spray out from the thunderous energy as well, hissing as it sticks onto the walls.
Okay. And where will I go? I will move here. And well, let's inspire Orion as well. I think I can still do that as a bonus action. Yeah. End of turn.
Garrick.
Oh, one shatter isn't enough, so I will quicken my shatter
Same spot.
and set it. If I can't, no, I can't use that template.
Oh, you can put it in the same
so-
spot though, if that's where you wanted to.
No, I wanted to take these 4.
Okay.
Level 3.
I'll just keep the shadow plate active. Alright, you drop a shatter. Alright, this one is just ripped into pieces. And its armor and weapon and just they sink into the molten impurities here. Mixture of metal and rock. It's been lava that's been melted down. The other 3 make con saves. And they all take 17 points of thunder damage. And they're all very badly injured. Cracks appear in their flesh and drip lava and blood. And fire.
Well, then I will use Booming Blade on this one. And miss again.
It managed to, it just kind of crosses its shield and scimitar together and ducks. And it ends up being effective. It blocks your attack.
Do I get all the way over here if I walked over the table?
Alright, as you move away, both fire newts start attacking you with opportunity attacks as they move their shields to the side. And one of them managed to catch you for 2 slashing damage.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you've got the Shield of Faith. The Shield of Faith quickly
Yeah.
swings around and reflects it instead. Miss.
And I'll protect my friends from these sons of Waternuts.
They
And that
start hissing
that's me.
and looking around with these beady eyes. They seem more like animals than anything, these fire newts. Solrak.
Right, so I am going to reckless attack the one in front of me.
Crit. Lots of crits today. Alright, 20 damage. Not enough to kill a giant strider, but enough to ruin its day. It's almost dead. Very badly. That's a hit. You swing around that head of the maul and just crushes the giant strider's head against the wall.
Do I hear any more in this corridor?
Yeah, there's some squawking from around the corner here. You can hear some chains dangling. One of them's trying to get free around here.
And with my bonus action, I will smash him as well. I am going to Great Weapon. And that will miss.
Miss. It jumps out of reach. Alright, is this new round? I've got to roll another creature into initiative. Alright, Orion, you're up.
That wasn't foreboding at all. I'll recklessly attack the
Just
one
ignore
I'm
that.
melee with.
12 misses. You've got inspiration though. Alright. That's a hit. The fire newt's almost dead. Another good claw like that and you'll finish it off. That hit. Alright, well, it had to be a little bit better than that. It doesn't quite finish it. But
Well,
it's...
I was reckless.
Yeah, it's... I mean the damage. It's
Damn.
still hanging on. Yeah, just hanging on.
Unlucky.
And these fire newts are just panicked. They're like just screaming, hissing, and there's no organization. They're just running in. They can barely use their weapons. Giant Striders. Millhouse. Make a dexterity save. One of them floods this hallway with fire.
Alright.
And at the same time, Solrak, your Giant Strider does the same thing.
First things first. This.
You absorb elements before you even make the save. That's saying something. Alright, this one is for Solrak. They do their fire burst. Gout of flame just explodes in front of them. Solrak, you succeed, and you take 3 points of fire damage. Not too bad at all. Millhouse, you fail. You absorb elements, and you take 6 points of fire damage. Absorbing some of that fire into a weapon of yours. Whoops, wrong icon. You can store it there and do an extra 1d6 fire damage against these fire creatures next time you hit them.
Good, good.
Millhouse.
Alright, here we go.
11, sorry, 26, because it is squeezing. That's a hit. You just duck down and swing Bob up, and just split the axe straight through its neck. It hits the ground.
It was a 1d6 fire damage that really did it.
The 1d6 fire damage finishes it off.
That's as far as I can get. It's good to be able to actually see what's going on.
Yeah, you come around the corner here, and this is the smelter that I described. And molten silver in the corner. There's an opening over here. Fire newts just like climbing over machinery, getting exploded.
I do love Yazo's positioning. Right, so dog can't get in there. Guess best Sonic can do is get there. Against the that one.
He spins forward and just bounces off the fire newt shield. Miss. Yazo.
So I'll toll the dead on the one I stabbed before.
It's coming for you, Yazo. As it approaches you, you hear the bell, and it just collapses, crumples in front of you, dead.
Okay. These lever things, is it like bellows?
They are pretty much like bellows, except instead of stoking a fire, they're like pumping out impurities from smelted ore.
Okay, I'll dash.
It's all dwarven make, you can tell straight away. There's a door over here too.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Nim.
Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. I'm just gonna be like, oh crap. And I'm going to B-shape into form of a dire wolf.
Alrighty.
Right where I'm standing.
Alrighty, an enormous wolf.
And I'm going to attack that one that was right to the left of me.
Alright, at the moment you are squeezing.
Okay.
So you will need to move unless you want to be at disadvantage. Because there's not enough room for both of you.
Would that be able to work?
Yeah, that's clear. You do get attacked by this guy. He takes a swing with his scimitar. And he hits you for 2 slashing damage.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to bite this one.
That's a hit. You let out a growl, you got this massive maw. You bite onto the fire newt's leg, and you start to rip it from underneath it. But it doesn't quite fall over. It kind of uses the table, grabs onto the bellows, but you do bite into its leg pretty badly. It's looking bloodied.
And that is...
The fire newts start to panic. And their tongues, their forked tongues, keep on hissing in and out of their mouths. We'll go from top to bottom again. So you get surrounded by 3 of them. They climb over these steaming contraptions, not affected by the blistering heat that they're putting off. And they're all going to... They're going to do a triple spit at you. They all spit fire at you. Make 3 dexterity saving throws. They never were taught manners. No evasion yet for you, Yazo, so you'll take half damage from all of these. 4, 2, and 5. So 11 points of fire damage as you just dodging and tumbling out of the way.
Cool.
This fire newt is going to spit fire at Orion. Make a dexterity save, Orion. You make the saving throw, and you take 8 points of fire damage. This one spits at Nim. Dexterity save for the dire wolf. Oh no, sorry. If you haven't made that yet, don't make it. It already used its spitfire. It'll just attack you with its scimitar. At disadvantage, because Metal Sonic's going to get in the way. First attack is a hit. You're hit for 6 slashing damage. Second attack is a hit. You hit for another 3. 9 points in total. All 4 fire newts here will spit fire at Garrick. Garrick, make 4 dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, this is gonna go to hell.
I'll do them one at a time because you're concentrating. When you take the damage while you're concentrating, it's going to automatically make your saving throw. And I'm not sure if Nim got that damage before. I don't know if, I think maybe he went AFK. Let me take off that damage for him. I'll message him. Alright, well, one too many save. Oh no, that's right. Alright, so first one is a fail. 5 damage. Second one, third and fourth are all success. So 5 damage. And then I'll make your concentration check automatically for you. Success. Second attack.
Do you do them at advantage?
Oh, do you have Warcaster? Yeah. You do? All
yeah.
Right. I can... I wasn't sure if you took it yet or not. Alright, I can...
No, I took it first before heightening my charisma.
Alright, I'll...
4 damage.
I'll just change that so it's going to do advantage. It'll do advantage now. I got 4 damage. Next one is 5 damage. And then 3 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's just a barrage of these fiery globs. That's it for the fire newts.
I need a ring of evasion.
Yeah, that would help. Bryn.
So, if I would do another shatter and I would locate it here, would I not hit Garrick?
Yeah, if you do a 10-foot radius, it'll, yeah, you can shape it around him.
Seems like a plan.
It would be like, this. I'll draw it on with these super straight lines. Whoops, that is actually not right. One over is how you do it. Look how straight those lines are. Kind of like that. You get the picture.
Yeah.
Alright, 21 points of damage. These 3 fire newts that are adjacent to Garrick are instantly destroyed. They are dead. The other fire newt has a chance to survive. And nope. It's ripped apart as well. Absolutely destroyed. They all drop and disappear into puffs of smoke.
Cool. I wasn't sure you heard me. And then I will. Do I still have an inspiration? Yeah, I have one left. Maybe wait for that. I'll move over closer to Yasuo to be able to help him out. And that's it.
Garrick.
Well, they seem to have those two in. Yeah, well. We'll help Yasuo with a chill touch. On that one.
It's a mess. The fine Darks holds up its shield. The skeletal hand dissipates on the surface of its shield.
Not my day. Well, that's as far as I get. Okay.
Another fire newt appears near the apparatus that's moving some of these mechanisms. And this guy, he is looking quite ornate compared to other fire newts. He has a scepter in his hand, and he's more heavily armored. He has very fancy armor as well. And it's got to be the warlock that some of you guys heard the fire newts talking about. He looks like this. Got this fancy frilled armor on, and he just yells out, "Himix, bless me!" And he's going to cast a spell. A large orb of fire starts to hover above Orion. Big ball of fire. And then he just slams it into you. Make a dexterity save, Orion. Flaming sphere.
Oof, okay. No pressure.
You succeed, taking 4 points of fire damage. That ball of fire stops, and everyone next to that ball of fire is feeling the heat off it. If you end your turn next to it, you're going to get burnt. The Fire Newt Warrior observes. He does that spell, and then he just chuckles. Ha ha ha, burn! And then he disappears back around the corner. Soul Rack.
Right, so recklessly attacking the Strider in front of me.
Hit. And the mole crashes into it. It's bloodied.
Gonna do it again.
And another crit. And you bring that mole straight down onto its back and force it to the ground dead.
Do I hear more in this area, or is the chirping gone?
It's gone. No more chirping.
That's 25, 30, 40. Alright, so I come back into sight and see all the chaos.
Orion.
Can you describe this little area here and what it mechanically what it would take to get across this gap?
I was thinking the same thing.
It's not hospitable for you to climb. So there's like streams of molten ore streaming from these channels down into this large pit. Everything is glowing red hot. I mean, you're pretty much getting burnt from where you're standing. This is, deadly if you enter it, and then this is like red hot. Anything you touch, you'll burn yourself badly. It would be an acrobatics check at disadvantage because you're getting burnt while you're moving.
I do have a climbing speed. Is there a possibility I could climb on this wall and avoid that?
Not without touching one of these apparatuses. You could try it with an acrobatics check. Not two, I guess. Yeah. You would imagine that this door is what is used to gain access to those rooms.
Sure.
that's what the dwarves will do. Obviously, the fire newt's not affected by fire.
In that case, I will recklessly attack this injured one right here. Is that?
That hits, and you drop the fire newt to the ground dead.
And then I will just be able to move into melee here with this fire newt and attack it twice.
Alright, this is a drop. Alright, so difficult terrain. It's a good few feet drop. So climbing up the ledge, difficult terrain.
Well, I can climb.
Oh yeah, you have a climbing speed. Well, that's it's still difficult terrain. You don't have any trouble climbing it, but it's still climbing speed. It still uses your movement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that would be 50 feet for where you moved. You can't cut through this thing either.
Gotcha.
And if you want to climb over it, you could, but you will burn yourself. It is red hot.
Gotcha. In that case, can I attack this twice and then move?
Sure. That hits, and it's not quite dead. Barely hanging on. You claw again, and you finish it off. 9 damage, the fire newt drops to the ground dead.
And then I'll go on the outside of this. There.
Millhouse.
Alright, Millhouse. Oh. He will dash. There. No. So now he'll dash. Over 25 to here. Sonic. See how far he will also dash.
Hey, doggo.
Sonic.
Okay, well, no, I was going to kick the one for the door, but now I'm going to stab him.
Okay. That hits.
It's happening.
And the fire newt's dead. 19 damage. You just impale the fire newt straight through the head with the rapier. Drops to the ground. Disappears.
Okay, so I'll disengage. Can I open the door?
Yeah, it's not locked or anything.
Okay, open the door.
It's a stone door. Handle's hot to the touch, but not hot enough to burn you. It's like a very nice dwarven-made door. Nice smooth handle. Very well-oiled hinge that opens with perfection. You open it up and you see an armory here, stockpiled with
Treasure.
dwarven weapons and armor.
Okay, I'll use the rest of my actions then. So, does the armor look? What's the armor look like?
It looks
We're in the
like,
middle of combat.
Yeah,
It's-
once again.
it looks like fine works of dwarven make.
Okay, then I'll carry on, making sure the armor's not twitching.
It's not moving.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to move past that flaming spear, but I'm gonna take it to there. Excuse me. And that's gonna be my turn right now.
Do you take an action?
Not on this turn.
Well, if you
Just
don't
running
take an
past
action,
it.
I'll say it's a dodge by default.
I'll take it.
The 2 remaining Fire Newt warriors are going to start attacking Metal Sonic with their scimitars.
How dare.
They do 4 attacks, and a scimitar hits the companion for 7 slashing. That's it. Only 2 of them left, plus that pesky warlock somewhere deeper within the smelting chamber, the forge. Bryn, you're up.
Well, I started casting Healing Word, but then my target left to loot. So I will. I'll move closer to there, and I might be able to. Yeah, I think. Can I pass Orion without a problem, or do I have an extra?
Another creature's space is difficult terrain, whether friend or foe.
Okay, so then I won't reach it. I'll go. Just get rid of this thing, but cast it again at one of the fire newts. So that's a where it is it a cloud of daggers? I clicked it, but didn't do something. Right, do it again. Oh, right, here it is.
Alright, starts ripping the fire newt apart. And yeah, it's looking like that thing's going to get finished off when it starts its turn.
Okay. Well, that might. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's it.
Garrick.
Ooh. Flame, flame, and more flame. Well, I will start moving down here. Around behind the table. And start touching myself. So I will
Suspicious
use...
about that.
So I will use healing hands and give myself 10 hit points.
As Garrick goes behind the table, you see his arms moving, but you can't see his hands beneath the table.
And that's it.
The warlock appears again at this entrance near the crane, and it holds up this jagged morning star and says some more prayers to its god. And it's going to point the morning star at Orion, and it's going to shoot a bolt of fire at him. Firebolt. And it misses you. And then
That was an amazing sound.
the warlock then it doesn't like Garrick touching himself, so it's going to ram this flaming sphere into him. Stop that! It says. What are you doing? And you need to make a dex save from the flaming sphere. Moves it as a bonus action.
Yeah, my genius dex save.
Oh no.
Solid.
It knocks into you, hitting you for 8 fire damage. The warlock then quickly clambers backwards into hiding around the corner in another room. Solrak.
Right, so I'm not going to be able to get to anybody this turn, so I'm going to pull out my bow and start shooting at this guy.
$11 is a miss.
Fire again.
24 hits. And you hit the fire newt warrior straight in the neck with the arrow, slams into the wall and kills it.
And that would be 35 and enter.
Orion.
Can I vault really coolly over this table?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain. It's just got some chisels, hammers, bits of raw material.
So 15. That's my movement, and then I'll dash.
Another door against the south wall.
Can I open it with a use action?
Yep,
Or
you get a free
Right,
interactive
Roger.
object. You swing it open and you find the smithy. This steam has cleared up as well, by the way. And yeah, there's some barrels here. There are some fonts of water made, used for cooling the swords that you've just hammered into shape. And beyond that, there's another room where you can see some more contraptions and this noisome warlock.
I dash into melee.
It says when it sees you.
I'm gonna rip your throat out.
All shall burn.
It's good worth.
Millhouse.
Alright. Millhouse is getting a good workout today. He will dash once more. Look, Millhouse has already dashed. He wants his extra 5 feet of movement, so he's going to attack this one. He can't, he's dashed. I forgot. Alright. In this case, Metal Sonic will... Wait. Alright, I can kind of navigate him in the dark based on where I can and can't move his token.
You give him an order and he'll do it. He can only do from your order from your perspective. Alright, the fire newt is going to attack. Opportunity attack. And it's hit.
Oh, it's
for
a fire
4
newt.
damage.
I couldn't see the fire newt.
Yeah, there's like literally one right in front
You're
of you.
in melee with it.
No, this one in here.
That's Yazo.
That's Yazo.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Just better be safe than sorry, Millhouse. Just use your largest AoE and just center it in that room. Alright, Yazo, you're up.
Alright, so... oh, right. Okay, so I can still get there. So that's 5.
Not the first player that Millhouse has killed.
Allegedly.
Okay. So, wherever I go is going to be difficult terrain, yeah?
You can move around these anvils. They're not as big as what they look like on the map.
Okay, so... I'll just go to here and stab him.
Alright, you notice like his armor looks fancy, but not very practical. All of his front is actually just like fully exposed. And it's more just like ornamental. And that's an easy hit. Ah! You hit him for 16 damage. And he loses concentration. That flaming sphere drops. And then he points his finger at you, Yazo, and says, "You shall burn in the name of Himix. All shall be fire." And you need to make a dex save because he casts Hellish Rebuke on you. Using his warlock powers. It's a success. A whirlwind of flame surrounds you, and you hit for 8 fire damage.
I'll just 8? Okay.
Yeah, you succeed, so 8 damage.
Yeah, I can't do anything, so...
Nim.
Oh boy.
You hears a voice from somewhere. Thanks!
No problem. Oh, you should say mage hands with a thumb up.
I'm going to drop wild shape.
Alrighty.
Go back to my little gnome self.
You revert.
So, bonus chance. 25 feet of movement. 15, 20. Just right there. And then...
We've got eyes on the warlock from over here as well.
Oh, that's so far, though. A tidal wave is not a smart idea.
I appreciate you not dropping a tidal wave on me.
I know, right? That was going to be my first idea. I'm going to just use poison spray on this newt right in front of the house. There's several people over there.
And the fire newt drops as the blades slash him into pieces. And he disappears in a puff of smoke.
That'll be my turn.
All the fine Newt warriors are dead. It's just the warlock left. And he's in a bit of a choke point. Brian.
Right. It's my turn anyway. So I'll drop concentration on the blades. And I will move forward. I think I'll dash 2. So I think this is the first. About here. And I could do a bonus action. So now I can healing word. Let's see. Millhouse, right? Is that Millhouse? No, wait.
Yazo.
This guy. Yazo, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Only have first level spell left, so it's not that much. I'm sorry.
I'll make it work.
Well.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
Garrick.
Well, I will dash. That's 35. 6. That's... Oh.
Alright, this warlock is looking around, kind of panicked now with everyone moving up on him, and he's pointing his morning star, and like nothing's happening. He shakes it a little bit, and then he gets frustrated and he just tries to boop you with it, Orion. And he hits you for 3 points of piercing damage. And then he's just gonna stand there, and he just says, "I am not worried. Imix protects me." Solrak.
Right. So I am going to fire at him with my bow.
Yeah, he's got half.
He's
cover.
gonna get. Yeah, he has a bunch of cover there.
There's lots of openings you can see there. That's a hit. And out of nowhere, an arrow just sticks straight into his torso, and he's very badly injured.
If you take this from me, I'll never forgive you.
And that's another hit. But the arrow only glances his neck, and he's not quite dead.
Now I'm setting him up so you can kill him. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Don't kill him. He's going to make our magic weapons for us.
This guy? No, this is the people that took over the mine from our friends, the albino dwarves.
Yes. If you praise me, I will make you magic weapons. If you bow down and give me all of your armor, he says.
That's a good point. I will non-lethally rip his throat with my razor-sharp werewolf claws. I'll attack him recklessly.
And that's a hit. And are you actually
No.
attacking him non-lethally? Or are you just grab him by the neck and just rip his little amphibian head off of his shoulders? He falls to the ground, his armor clunks into a pile, and he actually disappears into a wisp of black smoke. And that's
I wish it turned to diamonds.
it for that fight.
Quick, kill the two strangers. They're obviously in league with them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I kind of want to dip one of them in the silver.
You want to dip the bodies in the silver?
Yeah, make silver statues.
Right. Hey, thanks guys for your help.
Yeah,
No
who are you?
problem. Well, the name is Garrick.
Name Solrak. What brings you to this forge?
I'm looking for an artifact.
Cool. Job's not done. Help us go kill more stuff.
Okay.
Alright, heat of battle's cooled off. Rage goes down. Oops, wrong one. And you guys look around, and yeah, there's a few rooms here. Let me know which one you guys want to check out, and I'll describe what you see.
I'm gonna search this one first.
I just want to point out too, I don't think these guys could have taken this forge. So hopefully whatever helped them take it over is long gone. Because going from what these fire newts can do, yeah, somehow I think there might be a big bad down here somewhere. Hopefully not another dragon.
Alright, there were quite a few of them. They have numbers. Alright, Solrak, you're in an armory. And this must be the coveted riches of Hrakhamar. The pride and joy of the albino dwarves that smith and forge here. It doesn't look like the fire newts have disturbed this armory at all because, you know, it's all dwarven armor. It's not going to fit them. And there are 6 fine battle axes. There are 6 great axes. There are 6 mauls, 6 morning stars, 6 war picks, 6 war hammers, 6 heavy crossbows, hundreds of crossbow bolts, 4 suits of dwarven half-plate armor, and they're all displayed immaculately on shelves. And yeah, these belong to the dwarves of Hrakhamar.
Is half plate medium?
It is. It's dwarven size though, and you would imagine that the dwarves would not be happy if you took this stuff without their grace. They wouldn't take kindly to that.
Okay, so I'll leave it alone for now, and I'll ask him once we clear this place. Well, I'm gonna collect the because I fired 4 arrows, so I'll collect the 2.
Sure.
I listen to the door.
Alright, make a perception check. It's a stone door. It's going to be hard to hear what's on the other side.
Whoa, my dice are burning today.
You don't hear anything. No sound beyond that door.
It was a gamble with a 0 though.
This room that you guys are standing in here, it looks like this is where molten steel or iron or whatever they're making here would be hoisted into here and cast into ingots. There are stone casts for swords as well, and all these different weapons piled up in the corner. And yeah, they're the like hammers that have been dropped on the ground. The fire newt warriors were just forging little weapons for themselves. So it seems, some extra armor and weapons. And there is a lever here. So yeah, this has a heavy iron lever set into it. It's in the down position.
Lever.
Does it look like it controls the crane?
Make an investigation check.
Go barbarian, make that investigation check.
It does not. This is a magical lever.
You've got no idea what it could do.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Yeah.
Wrong lever!
That's a barbarian.
Okay.
It's a
You
bad
pull the lever,
lever.
and suddenly you hear some movement, some grinding sound. There is something underneath you, underneath the stone, moving, some mechanisms cranking.
What did you do now?
I pulled this pretty lever here. I didn't know what it did, so I just pulled it.
Look, guys,
If I know what it does.
I want to investigate as much as you, but it's really hot in here. I want to get this done as quick as possible.
Okay, let's try this door then.
Okay,
Yeah, I wanna
in this room here, there's some more anvils, and there's some metal rollers here. or moving suits of armor and ingots around, and there's more casks. There are more fonts for cooling forged steel. Another stone door up ahead here. Are you guys?
Did I get my mending up?
Yeah. Alright, you guys pull open this door, and there's a hallway lined with doors that are mostly open. And there's some fire newts. They seem to be discussing something amongst themselves. And they quickly, look like they were arguing. They quickly turn around and they point morning stars towards you.
Can I close the door?
Yeah, they don't immediately attack. They proclaiming something, and you slam the door back shut.
Caught them while they were changing.
I hear the door close, and I'm like, what's going on? What's this slamming of doors?
There's 2 of them.
Just run in there. Be the barbarian.
Everybody ready, and somebody opens the door.
Do you want me to shoot water in there?
Hey, that's a great idea. Do that instead.
Well,
It's 2 of them. Just run in there.
Yeah, let's just get in there.
He makes a great point. I open the door and I run in.
Okay, you swing the door open, and they're not there anymore.
Quick.
You see the hallway filled with rooms, and then there's a gantry at the end of the hall, overlooking
traps?
bubbling pool of lava.
Good things can't do traps.
Is there a door below me?
There is.
I'm gonna open it.
A couple of doors are open, a couple of doors are closed. You open it up, you see crates and barrels.
So they're not in here.
Alright, as you move around the corner, Orion, you see 2 of the warlocks. And 2 other fire newts. It's like the gantry here is extremely hot. There's bubbling lava about 10 feet below you. And to the north of you, you see a bridge. There's also some natural caverns across from the gantry. The only perceivable way to get over there would be this link of chains that run along the ceiling that would be used to move about little, crates of ore and whatnot. So, yeah, these fire newts, they keep on proclaiming something to you. And they're speaking in a mixture of draconic and primordial, mixing the languages together.
I understand half of everything they say.
Something about heresy and Imix, the elemental prince of fire, shall burn you. All shall be consumed by fire. We have been gifted. Something along those lines.
I tell Orion they want to have a cookout with you.
Great. I would like to eat one.
It's like Italian and Spanish.
There's 2 other fire newts to your left. They have scimitars out, and they're actually kind of shaking a little bit. They seem quite nervous. And then they're saying, "Be gone! Be gone! We banish you!"
They're telling you, come in, come in. They invite you.
When you get up that close to them, Orion, it's like as a knee-jerk reaction, they just start attacking you. If anyone else wants to move up, go for it before we get into initiative.
I think he's got it.
Okay. Alright, roll initiative now.
Here we go.
2 warlocks, 2 warriors. Solrak, you're up.
So yeah, I'm gonna go into another fit of rage. And move right there and swing at the one in front of me. I'm going to go reckless.
Hit. And
That's +2. Sorry.
11 damage. The Fire Newt warrior is bloodied.
Swing at him again.
That's another hit. and it just completely destroys him.
And I will move there just in case if anybody else wants to attack him.
How high are the guardrails?
I was thinking the same thing.
Couple of feet tall.
Good, they're taller than me. It's good enough.
This Fire Newt warrior is going to cast a flaming sphere. And it's going to slam it into Solrak. Solrak, make a dexterity save.
I don't know if that matters because it's a 10.
It's a direct hit. You take 3 points of fire damage. It then backs up and it lobs a firebolt. Oh no, that's an action to do flaming sphere. Sorry, it is an action. It backs up and cowardly hides around the corner. Yazo.
Okay, so 15, 20, 25. I think I'm going to disguise myself as a fire newt.
Okay.
Now it takes minutes for you to disguise
Which
yourself.
square were you in, Yazo? Behind
it's
Nim?
an action.
Were you behind Nim?
One action.
You would have had the bonus action dash to get where you are, because you can't go through walls. Yeah, if you go diagonal.
I was here.
Yeah, so 10, that's 5, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Oh,
35.
Okay, so I'll fire newt myself here, and I'll point it and then.
Alright. Okay, you cast disguise self, and now you look like a fire newt warrior. Millhouse.
Alright, I probably can't catch up to the other one, so I'll move out of the way so somebody else can, and I'll attack that one.
Yo,
It's a crit.
Whoa.
You hack the axe straight into its shoulder. It immediately retaliates by pointing its finger at you and casting Hellish Rebuke. Make a dexterity save. It's looking bloodied as well. It staggers back. Barely able to lift its finger at you. And
I cast Absorb Elements if it's a fire thing.
yeah, it is indeed. Alright, you absorb elements and you reduce the damage down to 7 points with your reaction. Fire Newt is looking very injured.
I'll attack again.
That's a hit, and there's a mixture of fire and blade slashing into the warlock. Still standing, but very badly hurt.
And that's it. That's it for me. Dog. I almost forgot. Here he comes. Alright. Character.
Yeah.
There. He'll wait there.
Nim.
Well, this is fun. Can't see much. What's the range on that? That. Sorry. Nah, I'm just going to hold my action to cast Tidal Wave if I see anything within my line of sight, which is probably going to be none, but...
You can move up. There's room up ahead if you want to move up a bit.
Oh, can I sneak through? Oh,
Yeah.
why? What? Oh.
There's a spare
screen's-
space here that you could go.
My screen's lagging, that's why. Got it. There. Okay. Scratch that. 5. Better. Then I will not cast that. And instead... I'm just gonna stay there. I don't be able to cast any actions. I don't want to dash out. I'm just gonna stay with what I have spell-wise.
Dodge.
And I'm not too worried. I have backup stuff for that.
Alright. We'll say dodge will be like a default action, at least.
Okay.
This warlock is going to just turn around as you take the axe out of its millhouse and just says to you, watch your pathetic friends burn. And it's going to touch its thumbs together, spread its fingers out wide, and it's going to create a roaring sheet of fire that extends from its hands. And it's going to do a burning hand. Like that. And wash fire over Garrick and Orion. Each of you make a dexterity save. Garrick, you get +2 from cover, because Orion's in your way. Not that it helps. Alright, Ryan. It's a pretty big burning hands. You succeed and you take 8 points of fire damage. Garrick, you take the full brunt, 16 points. You guys see Garrick just collapse to the ground, smoke trailing off of him. Shield of Faith goes down. The warlock says. And ends its turn there. Bryn.
So I see someone going down, so I'll have to help that person out. So I'll do a healing word. Still only have level 1s. And I will also move in because we cannot stay in this small corridor. And end my turn.
You still have an action.
All right. I will shoot at the warrior over there. Of course, I still have an action because that was a bonus action. Where is it? Here.
It's a mess.
That's a
Blocks
shame.
the bolt
Well,
with its
end of
shield.
turn.
This fire unit warrior brings out the shield, blocks that bolt. It steps back a little bit, and then it runs up to Solrak, just trying to shoulder barge him, tackle him into the lava. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check, Solrak.
Advantage, so 15.
And you don't budge. You imagine it would not be nice to go in there.
Nope.
Alright, Garrick, you're conscious again. You're smelling a little bit like scorched ASMR. You can use half your movement to stand up.
Yeah, gonna do that. Move up here. And try hit that guy. But that's not gonna happen.
Another miss. It swings around the scimitar and you hear an explosion of metal on metal and booming energy released into the air.
And then I cast another spell.
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Yeah.
You clicked the wrong one there. Shield of Fate.
Oi. Sorry.
Wrong shield.
Wrong shield. I just read shield on. And that's me.
Orion. Oh, actually, Garrick, sorry. You end your turn next to the flaming sphere, unfortunately. There is heat coming off of it. Did you want to end there? I'll allow you to move if you want, because you probably didn't see it. Alright, you can move there. You will get attacked, obviously. And it's a miss.
Obviously.
But yeah, there's that you can kind of see that red aura.
Do I have 5 foot more, or is that?
That's it. You're done there. 15.
Okay.
Oh, you got 5 feet more. Yeah, you could move. You can go like through this way. There's no wall there blocking you. Okay. All right, Orion.
I'll pull out my magic rapier and I will stab it.
And that's a hit. You stab into the warlock and it's not yet dead. It tries to point its finger at you and unleash some more fire, but nothing happens.
Is this thing a dragon?
Is it a dragon? No.
Yeah.
It's not a dragon.
Darn.
It doesn't work with your dragon slayer. They look a little bit dragonish, but no, they're humanoids.
I'll stab him again. Okay.
And he's dead. His armor is only ornamental. It looks fancy, but it does not cover any of his vital organs. You just stab straight into him, and he drops to the ground, disappearing. A puff of smoke, much like the other ones.
Then I'll start moving. To get over this chain, can I go under it, over it?
Alright, the chain. If you wish to climb across it, you need to make a athletics check. You go like hand over hand along this conveyor chain.
Well, like to get to here, I have to do that?
Oh, yeah, you just go under it. You just duck a little bit.
I'll do that. Great. Sorry.
I see you haven't stepped on this one yet.
What? It's
been a while.
Was that your second or third cat? You're on your third cat now.
I hate this thing so much.
Stood up.
She's out of town. I could throw her off the balcony. Is my relationship worth it? Anyway, I will move into melee with this warlock.
Would it land on its feet?
Not from 4 stories up.
We'll still land on them.
Sure.
In the process.
It'll break them, but it will land on them.
Well, I'd love to test that.
It's alright.
Shut up. Sorry.
That's actually Orion's like a shifter. He's kind of like a lycanthrope. He got bit by a werecat.
And that's the sound he made.
Yeah, it's canon.
So yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack the nude in front of me again.
That's a hit. And the maul just clips the Fire-Newt warrior, making it injured.
Attack him again.
And it's a miss. It managed to just bring up the shield and cushion the blow from that maul attack.
And he's wildly gonna get an attack of opportunity for me because I want to get out of this fireball.
It's already swinging at Garrick, so there's no attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I will move there. Here, Ryan.
The Fire-Newt warrior is going to try and move the flaming sphere closer to him, I guess. See how far he can move. I think it's 30 feet. Yeah, it's going to bring it down towards it, and in the process, it'll slam into Millhouse. And Millhouse, you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. It hits you for a grand total of 2 fire damage.
Now, I absorb elements.
I think you already used your reaction for that. And, oh, you have it up already still, right? Oh, no. I think you got your reaction back. I forgot to give it to you. Alright, the Fire Newt Warrior then extends his hands and does a Burning Hands on both barbarians. Both make dexterity saving throws.
19.
You both succeed, and Orion, you take 8 fire damage. Solrak, you take 4. And then the Fire Newt Warrior provokes from Orion. He jumps into the lava. That hits, and you impale him for 12 damage. The flaming sphere goes down, and he dives under and disappears from view. I'm going to break initiative for now. Unless someone wants to jump in and chase him.
Well, there's one more newt up top, isn't there?
He drops his weapons and surrenders. Ah!
Well, let's ask him about that gauntlet. As much as I like just going room to room and killing everything, we should probably have a direction to go in.
Okay, I'll ask him because I'm a fire newt.
Don't kill me!
I try to intimidate him from the other side. Burnt as I am.
Alright. What are you doing to intimidate him?
Stand over him with a water pistol.
Water pistol.
My weakness. Alright, you stand over him and look foreboding, and
Yeah.
he's already shaking as it is. He's dropped his weapon and make an intimidation check, Garrick.
There seems to be a puddle of lava under him.
He's just completely...
Whoa! Something over 10!
He just throws himself down to you, and he says, "Spare me! Spare me!" Speaking in Draconic and Primordial, his dialect of Primordial, so someone can translate, but yeah, he is fully complying. He's absolutely panicked.
Yeah, I translate. I will tell him where is the gauntlet that was in this forge.
He
There was a map.
shakes his hand. His hand shakes, and he points this amphibian-like hand over to this gangtree where there is a cave. It's there! It's there!
He's lying. He deserves death.
And why did your people come to this plane and clear out the dwarves? Was there any reason, or was it just random coincidence?
Yes. There is a reason. We came here because it is hot. We came here because there is a forge. We came here because the dwarves are very easy to burn.
Most
Wow.
dwarves.
I don't know about that. I look at
Their beards
Good
make
one.
excellent fire starters. Don't you agree?
I look at Yazo.
You can spit fire. What do you need a fire starter for?
I look at Yazo and I ask him, "Are you easy to burn?"
They make excellent sacrifices, of course.
Most dwarves are, yeah.
We gave them up
Sacrifice
in the
for
name
what?
of Imix. Imix is our creator. Imix is life. For Imix is fire, and all shall be fire.
Right. And is there a way that you can go back to your plane, or are you stuck here?
He made us. He sent us here for a purpose. To find treasures and make sacrifices in his name. To increase his power and his standing, and to prove to us, prove to him that we are worthy.
Let's just drag this guy with us when we go up to investigate there, just to make sure the gauntlet's in there.
There is another treasure.
What treasure?
It is a sacred one of great power, far more powerful than the gauntlet. It's
And what
Is it a crown?
yes, a crown. It is. It's at the back of that cave, in an under lava tunnel. I can use a special spell on you to make you immune to the fire.
BS.
Yeah, I believe him.
I truly
You'll
believe
be
him.
like me. If you enter the lava, you'll feel nothing but a cool wave wash over you. There we can swim together and get the great treasure. Would you like me to lead the way? I'll go in first.
What does the crown look like?
Pointy?
If there's a great treasure there, why didn't your people already take it?
We are waiting for the return of Imix. If we make enough sacrifices, then Imix will come into this world and we will be touched by the Fire Lord. Then we will be unstoppable. But I am willing to give that all up if you'll just come with me into the submerged lava tunnel.
Seems legit.
What kind of color is the crown?
It is what kind of crown are you thinking of?
Just give me the color.
He looks around. Red?
Yeah.
And with that,
No, we need him. Don't kill him. We need to drag him with
I
us.
knock him out.
Why do we need him?
No, well, he said it's the gauntlet was up there.
You'll never take me alive!
Yeah.
He retaliates. Roll initiative again.
Good job,
Oh,
Alright, he goes for his weapon, and you guys will get to act. Yazo, you're the quickest to react.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can get there. I'm gonna give him a fist bump.
Did you take an action?
I'll kick him off.
You're gonna try and shove
no,
him
don't,
into
don't,
the lava?
don't!
Yeah,
Oh, wrong, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
Big brain.
Alright, Yazo attempts to shove him into lava. And
What a smooth brain.
you're wrestling with him, and you get him off.
Are you kidding?
And he doesn't make any attempt to grab onto the railing. That's exactly where he wanted to go. He splashed.
Do I
his
get
head.
the reaction?
He didn't move, but he has not yet submerged himself in the lava.
Quick, let me help you into your escape route.
I don't know what Yazo's reasoning behind that was, but it happened. And Bryn, you're up. He's still on the surface. You look down and he's just kind of waiting around there. And Yazo does look like a fire newt, so he says, "Oh, thank you, brother."
Can I shoot him?
Yeah.
Yazo? Or...
Yeah, you can shoot Yazo.
He's-
I mean,
No.
That's a
he might
mess.
as well be an enemy at this point.
Not an enemy.
You helped him escape. He's secretly Yazo in discover.
Look at my hit points.
Do you still look like a newt?
Yeah, I'm a newt.
You guys know that it's Yazo.
Stab him.
We don't know. He hid around the corner and changed. I don't know.
Do we know?
I'm firing you.
Do we know?
Alright, unless you got something else, Bryn, this fire newt's going to start swimming down.
No, nothing else.
he'll disappear under the surface of the lava and say, "This isn't over. This isn't the last you'll see of me. I'm going to go get the red crown and you'll all be fire." And he swims away.
Yes, bring it back to us.
My goodness.
Right, so let's check.
Fantastic.
There's
That
still one
was
more fire
amazing.
newt. It's Yazo. Attack.
All right. Come on then.
I
We
will
know where the gauntlet is. It's probably over
Well,
there.
tally up the XP
Great.
for that encounter.
He probably lied to us. Come on.
1 second. Did we check the room down south here?
Let's
Go for
find the gauntlet first and then go looting.
No, I wasn't
Because
thinking
it
about looting. I was thinking about more people.
This room
That's
hasn't
actually a
been
good point.
checked. These two doors are already open, and then these two were closed.
I'll open the door.
It's just more storage. It's crates and barrels.
Okay. On we go.
Alright, let's take a 10-minute break now. Take a breather. I'll see you guys back soon.
That door must have been your OCD.
So Yazo, without making fun of you,
Hmm?
can you just what was the reasoning behind the shove?
I just wondered, I don't know.
He forgot they were fire immune.
No, I didn't forget that. It just seemed a bit, there's 6 of us, one little fire thing with no arms.
I mean, you didn't bring up any complaints when Orion just started eating those Cabal.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was. I'm good, Align. Totally fine.
Hey, we won. Is it? No point killing a defenseless little wormy thing.
Yeah, it is because
There
now
Someone wanted to kill him again, like fight him again.
We
later.
did. I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to knock him out.
that and the dwarves can't really take back their home if they have numbers.
Sure, be fine.
You just damned your kind.
Bam, bam, bam.
That was funny. It was just unexpected. That was amazing.
The
What's
cat
gonna-
sounds also very unexpected.
What's gonna be funny is explaining this in Mishra. So yeah, we can Yazo here kind of pushed one of them into the lava on purpose. And now he's escaped somewhere. He swore he would take revenge though, so don't worry.
I mean, they're not that smart, are they? Come on.
Well,
They
the
can
trick
talk.
you.
Yeah.
Smart enough to make
all the
weapons.
rest.
Speaking tactically, do you want to, Yazu, since you're disguised as a fire newt, go into that room where we think that the gauntlet is?
Oh yeah, that's the idea. It's just in case there's any other surprises, at least I can get a surprise on them.
Yeah, well, it won't really work if, like, we all go, and, like, we also have you.
I am quite bashed though from the previous things you've sent me into.
Sure. Completely unapologetically, by the way.
We haven't sent you into anything alone recently. Actually, that you got hurt.
What last session?
Last session you didn't get hurt. It was because remember we took a long rest and then we went in here, so you haven't gotten hurt yet.
What
It was
about
the
the
day before that you got hurt.
What about the spirits where we lost a player?
We did lose 2 players that session.
That was completely random as well because you decided to pick up the armor from the floor and run away.
Random. That's my brain.
In Yazu's defense, that armor did look really cool.
Anyway, that's it.
The only time I think we sent you in alone that you got hurt was with the spiders, and you didn't really go in alone. You went with Zipspaxi. You just decided to talk, and they saw you.
Hey, I'm still here. I've still got half my hit points.
If it's dumb and it works, it's not dumb.
A rogue in medium armor dwarf. It works. I'm still alive.
Oh, pushing a fire newt in the fire lava, that did not work.
So how do we want to deal with this new room? Do we want to do the disguised fire newt? Do we want to just roll up like full combat mode?
I'm pretty sure you two are just going to charge in. So.
Well, the thing is, you can go in and just say, "They're coming. They're coming. I came over here to help you guys. They're coming," and then we can run in and you can backstab them.
Or
Yeah, but
I can go in and say, "They're coming. You got to get out there." Then you can all have ready your actions and just shoot them all.
We can't ready actions outside of combat. Sub's pretty clear about it.
and the problem, Yasuo doesn't speak primordial.
Yeah, that
Oh,
would
yeah.
be the other problem.
That's an issue. I also have 19 health.
Well, we could use me as a telegraph, and I message everything. Has to say.
At least I can open the door and move out the way.
Okay. I don't feel great about like doing a full combat on that like really skinny bridge with lava on either side.
Yeah, and we are quite knackered.
Yeah, maybe you could go up and open the door, and then we're on the other side, I guess, and go ranged.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to fight on that bridge either, seeing as they have flaming sphere and pretty much burning hands.
Oh, that would suck. Just
Yep.
flaming sphere up and down that narrow bridge.
Could try the whole person.
I mean, that assumes there's only one of them.
I don't
Yeah.
have spells at that level anymore.
Well, I could do a whole person level 3.
Man, I've been trying to figure out your accent, and I think I got it. Feel
I
free
love
to say
it.
this is too personal. I'm gonna guess German
I was
or
thinking,
like in the Norwegian area. Am I close?
Definitely German.
it could be New
I'm,
Islander.
I'm from Germany, but I live in Norway.
Oh, I'm amazing.
Your racism knows no bounds.
Well, I'm from the Netherlands, so I kind of know German accents.
The Netherlands, yeah, I can hear that.
And Nim, I'm pretty sure you're American.
Yep, I'm definitely American.
Yeah.
You're north part of America, aren't you, Nim?
No, I'm south. I'm in Texas.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the north was more twangy.
No, the south is the twangy ones.
So,
It's more like
Yeah.
whole thing now. They're a little bit more harsher.
can you tell me why Trump got to power?
No, let's not. Nope.
I have no
No, no.
clue.
Honey?
I don't. Let's not do that.
You leave Trump alone.
Jesus. Where am I from, Nim?
I have no
America?
clue.
You're from 100%. You're from Florida.
Oof. You take that back.
You can't make me.
That hurts.
They got some crazy people down there.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we're not that bad. Only just terrible. Yeah.
Are you from Florida? No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, sorry.
Hey, I understand that we're pretty bad, especially when half of us do crazy things for no apparent reason or drug related reasons.
Mostly drunk.
Half of the time it is usually drug related.
That's fantastic.
So what's happened with the Australian kid?
Silent Peak's here.
The other one?
I don't know.
James?
Was he Australian? I
cat?
couldn't tell.
Just Jasmine?
Don't know. There was nothing in the chat logs.
She's like, oh, I really liked that game last week, and he's not here.
Yeah, that is a man that makes some strange decisions.
Was he Australian? I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, Seb said he was like from deep Australia.
Really? I honestly couldn't tell.
The
Complete surprise to me.
So where are you from, Orion?
Can you guess?
No, state-wise.
Say again, sorry.
I'm gonna guess Cali.
I'm gonna say Boston, I don't know.
Cali was good. Yeah, I'm from California. Right, just did. It's hella chill.
Oh
You're
my.
banned. Never do that again.
Killer Cali?
Welcome back, Seb.
We're back.
Ooh.
How's everyone doing?
Fantastic.
All right.
We decided we're gonna sacrifice the Cydanute.
Call me a cider newt.
The Newt Viva la Resistance. Yazo.
Deep undercover.
Alright, yeah, so everyone's experience total will be the same. 16,261 is the current.
16,200.
It's in the chat on Roll20.
Yeah, that total
Okay.
that Solrak posted is a total for experience. Okay, so looking out to this gang tree where you are, Millhouse, you can see this chain going over to another gang tree, some cavern tunnels that have been hewn out of the wall, and you're all alone. Everyone else is back in the forge area.
I want to try to keep watch, but alright.
Can I take an action
You
to...
can do whatever you want. If you want to stay there, it's up to you.
So is this water clean?
It's definitely not drinkable.
Do you need drinkable water?
Well, is it washable? I guess to wash myself.
Mm.
It's hot.
It has streaks of soot in it from where blades have been cooled after being shaped from a liquid into a weapon.
Darn.
Can I take an action to unequip my shield and pull out my longbow?
Sure.
So open the door, Yazo.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open the door and like I'm running away.
Okay.
I'm the last remaining fire newt.
I don't think we're following him. He's just going to
Yeah, we're
go
staying.
investigate.
We're staying here.
Alright, yeah.
This bit's a bit sketchy, but I'm gonna go across.
Alright, you move up ahead here, and there's a 40-foot long metal gangtree extending a roiling pit of lava 10 feet below you. And at the end of this bridge, there is what looks like some smooth cut walls and a small side cave. And make a deception check, Yazo, because you're trying to pretend that you're a fire newt. You look the part, and you sound like really convincing.
So mildly retarded is how you sound.
Alright, you yell that out, Yazo, and run across the bridge. And you start to see these fire newt warriors bob their heads up above the surface of the lava. They were submerged. Two of them. They they just emerge and they give you a strange look. And
A strange look back.
they start yelling at you in primordial. This fiery language. What
Do we still have that mind link? Is that still going on?
I continue to cast message to hear what you say. It's not a mind link. It's you have to whisper.
Okay, so I'll say whatever he tells me to say. Basically.
Well, do we hear it over here?
Yeah,
I hear it.
you can see them
have
as well. So what do you do,
Okay.
Yazo? They emerge and they start speaking to you in primordial.
Okay. I'm gonna point south and keep on running.
Okay, it's a dead end up here, Yazo.
They're gonna hide in the corner.
It's not a dead end. Alright, when you run by, the fire newts, they just dip back into the lava. They did spot everyone else, down this area over here. As you come to the area, Yazo, you see 2 suits of dwarven half-plate armor standing on either side of a door. The door is banded with 2 heavy-looking strips of adamantine. The suits of armor look like they were once beautiful, like the other ones that you'd witnessed in the armory, except these ones have been scarred by weapons, scorched by fire, smeared with filth. And each adamantine band has a lock set into it.
Okay, so I'm going to take the weapons off these statues first of all.
They are armor. They are suits of armor. They don't have weapons. They're on stands, armor stands. Yeah, you've got a full-faced dwarven helm. Paulders, greaves, gauntlets, breastplate, some chainmail, leather boots.
Don't need any of it. So I'm gonna I'll pick the lock.
All right, there's 2 locks: an upper lock and a lower lock, embedded into the adamantine frame. They resemble a stylized form of the dwarven rune. You can't quite make it out. It's the shape of a dwarven rune, but it looks like they've been sullied in some way. And you would need to make an investigation check if you want to try and interpret this rune. Or you can just start picking a lock. It's up to you. You can tell that this rune used to be inlaid with gold. Stylized with gold. And it actually says endings. Beginnings and endings. They've obviously the fire newts have scraped away the gold.
Okay. So
you can see scarring on the door. It looks like the fire newts tried to get in here, but were not able to.
I'll relay this back to the squad.
Alright, as you inhale as well, it's like the heat is taking your breath away. It's burning your nostrils. And everyone is feeling the effects of extreme heat now. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. If you have fire resistance, you're not bothered by it. And if you are wearing medium or heavy armor, you will have disadvantage.
If I'm not wearing armor, does it do anything, or?
It means that you don't have disadvantage.
Not wearing armor?
Yeah, if you're not wearing armor, then it doesn't. It's only if you're wearing medium or heavy armor, you make it at disadvantage, is what it is. Alright, everyone's starting to feel the effects, some more so than others. And the heat, the sweat. You feel the heat really taking your breath away. Solrak and Yazo, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion due to the extreme heat here. Disadvantage on ability checks.
It's not great. So first of all, has anyone got any gold
To
to complete the seal?
those gold coins.
I question you. Did you say what did the rune say?
What did it say again, Seb?
The top one says beginnings, and the bottom one says endings. Beginnings and endings.
Beginnings and endings. So I guess you
So
got to start with the top one.
you have you probably have to start with the top one and then do the second one. But should we come over first, or are you gonna try?
Or we could just go ask the dwarves who made the door, right? They would know how to open it.
Have I still got my inspiration, my bardic inspiration?
Yeah, keep in mind the reason why you're here. You're not here to break into their treasury and take their sacred relic. Well, maybe some people want it. But the dwarves, they were forced out of their home by these fire newts.
So our mission is to take out the newts.
That's a good point.
Maybe. You did hear them speaking about some sort of special relic, though, Garrick.
Well, we know there's the gauntlet, and there's also this crown. We know that the crown. Well, we think that the crown is in some underground lava area that the surviving newts have probably already gotten to.
I don't think so, because the crown I saw was black, obsidian, and he said it was red.
How about we retreat back to where Musharib and our back party is? We can rest for those of us that are really injured. We can ask them more about what's going on and what they would like us to do with their homeland, instead of running around.
Would we still get a level of exhaustion out there?
We left them back where it was cooler.
Exhaustion will go away if you have greater restoration cast on you, or you take a long rest.
But we won't get more exhaustion.
We've killed enough that they're not going to attack us, I don't think. So let's go back and regroup.
Agreed. And if we are far away from the heat, we won't get another level of exhaustion.
Hang on a second. I got to get through this bridge again.
That's true.
Wait for a friend.
I get the feeling of how much they like fire. A majority of them might be sitting in the lava, given that they come from a fire plane and all.
More than likely.
We'll lure them out at some point.
I mean, I can mage hand this. Okay, so I'm going to walk back when I run back.
Where do you think you're going? You're not going anywhere. Open the door. One of us. Heathen! You're not going anywhere, boy.
Where'd that thing pop up from?
And these fire newts that were hiding underneath the surface of the lava, occasionally bobbing up and down to get air. No one managed to detect them. Are starting to rise up now. And the fire newts are mounted on the back of these striders. And with the striders' height, they're about level on this bridge. Each one of them point a scimitar at you. And they start yelling at you. You are with them. You are a heathen. You have committed heresy against Imix. Force your companions to open the door. Open the door. Open the door. They start chanting.
Fine.
There's your beta, Ryan.
Alright, that loud chanting causes 4 more fire newts to come and investigate. 2 warlocks and 2 warriors arrive at a game tree to the south. Open it! They point scimitars at you. I'll spit in your face, boy, one of them says.
Okay, so if I'm going to open it, I'm going to stand here and mage hand it.
Okay. You've got... They don't really seem to understand that. They just see you coming in the cave.
Don't open it. Don't open it.
One of them's going to hop off the strider.
I don't think I can get back now.
It's just yelling at you. You can't understand a word they're saying about someone translating. It's
Run
pointing the
for it,
scimitar
run
in your
for
face.
it.
It's pointing at the door.
So I'll open it, but I've still got my bar of inspiration, so I'll use that.
Alright, he doesn't understand what you're doing, Yazo. He doesn't get the concept of an invisible mage hand opening that door. So he thinks you're just hanging out in this cave, not doing what they're telling you to do.
It's my friend that I pushed into the lava.
This is not your friend that you pushed into the lava. Also, when you're moving about, interacting with things, it is starting to show the illusion. You're still looking like a fire newt. They think that you're in league with them somehow. You're like a heretic. So, and you're not responding to them at all. So what do you do, Yazo?
Well, open the door.
It's like pointing to the door, like starting to push you.
It's pushing me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you
take
let
him
it
out
push you, or
then. No,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna take
attack?
him out.
Alright, we'll roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You guys start to see the fire newts become quite unruly and combat erupts. Millhouse, you're up first.
With everybody just closing the door,
Crap.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get far. You said there was some coming. Millhouse did hear noises from the south, so I guess he'll block the south. I guess hold the south.
Hold the door, would you say?
I'll hold door. Then Doggo with Sonico. Well, let's see. Okay. He will dash here.
That is some expert handiwork, considering you can't see his vision.
I'm hoping he is where I want to be.
You wanted him like in the lava, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's good. He's moved up. Did what's the instruction that you've given him, Millhouse?
Attack.
All right, he
He
has
had
to dash to get there. Okay.
Yeah, he had to dash.
Solrak.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fire an arrow at this one.
The warrior.
Yeah. That's gonna miss.
Miss.
I'm gonna try again.
That hits him. He holds up his shield, but the arrow sticks into his side.
No rage.
Mild injury. The Striders. One of them, this guy, is going to hurl just a big fire burst here at the instruction of the warrior next to him. Get him! Shoot, Strider! And it just centers it on the fire newt warrior, knowing that it's not going to affect it.
But I'm a fire newt
And
still.
you've drawn a rapier and you're about to attack them. It's broken the illusion. The fire just floods that cave. And they think you're a heretic as well, Yazo.
Would they attack a fire newt with fire, though?
They don't have any other way to attack. They obviously, they know that he's not a fire newt. He failed the deception check. He's interacted with things. Disguise self doesn't hold up under physical inspection. Make a dexterity save, Yazo. They've put 2 and 2 together by now. If you dexterity. If you're able to speak primordial and you got a good deception, then they probably would still think you're a fire newt. But it didn't go that way, unfortunately. You take 6 points of fire damage. That was this guy. And Garrick, you just look at the face of many, many angry striders, and they just start exploding these hallways with their fire breath. This guy is going to shoot at the center on Solrak. It's a 10-foot radius. It's actually bigger. It's going to hit Solrak and spread around to Orion and Nim. Each of you make a dexterity saving throw. It's a big gout of flame. Explodes in a 10-foot radius sphere. The three of you are hit. And Orion, you take 11 fire damage. Nim, you take 11 fire damage. Solrak, you take 5 fire damage. The other ones are going to just start peppering Metaru Sonical, I mean. You can make 1 dex save. If he can get his character sheet. Do you mean me to pop it up for you? Hello? Kieran, are you there? He didn't say he was going AFK. Alright, I'll make you save for him. First one. Succeeds. 7 fire damage. And I'll just do the other 3. They're just going to explode all these breaths on Metaru Soniku. And 3 dex saves. So all successes. So 3, 6, and 3. 12 damage. Metaru Sonic takes the full brunt of all those explosions of fire breath. And it's looking kind of damaged. That's it for the Striders. Orion.
I'm going to pull out, I can never pronounce this, Kiatum's ointment.
Yeah.
And rub it over my badly burned flesh.
Alright, you apply Kiatum's ointment. And good heals, 2d8 plus 2. It's like sunburn lotion.
And then I will yell out, "We're leaving. We can't win this fight." I'll start running.
Really? You fought like 18. You fought like way more just before.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm running.
Orion's got his skirt on.
Yeah. Guess what?
Yeah, you did fight a lot more in the previous room. But if you're feeling not good, then by all means withdraw.
And I'll run to this doorway. And yeah.
A Finute warrior is going a warlock, sorry. It's gonna flaming sphere Sonic. Kind of block off the gang tree a bit. Are you back yet, Kieran?
Yeah. I had to change the batteries in my headset.
No problem. Metaru Sonic's just getting absolutely destroyed, that's all. He takes 7 points of fire damage. He's hit by a flaming sphere. Alright, so that flaming sphere, it damages you. Like, you know how long you need to be in it before it hurts you. It damages you if you end your turn within 10 feet of it. It doesn't hurt you if you run into it. You're not in it long enough to get hit. So, just so you guys know. And this Finute's going to just firebolt Metaru Soniku. And hit him for 8 fire damage. Nim.
Okay. I cannot go that way because that is a fire shot fire. So I am going to go this way instead. 20. And I'm going to help hold the line with Millhouse.
Alright, doesn't sound like there are any around this corner here. You can't hear any in your immediate vicinity.
Let's see. I'm still gonna hold just right here.
Okay.
If anything comes this way by chance, since they were kind of connected rooms ish.
Okay. Bryn.
So I'm going to step up a little bit to try to shoot one that I can see. For instance, maybe that one.
Okay. You'll have half cover. And it's a miss. The bolt falls short, hits the wall.
And not to get hurt from the fire, I will step back again to here. And yeah, that's it.
The fire newt next to you, Yazo, is grabbing you. Heretic! Betrayer! Imposter! It's yelling at you in primordial. And it just tries to grab you, Yazo. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Face your punishment. Face Imix. You will be sacrificed. It's a miss.
Yazo's not in the turn order, by the way.
Isn't he?
Am I not?
Oh. How did I miss you? Roll initiative, Yazo. I guess you'll be going next.
Oh, okay. Can't bear to do that.
You'll go next. It's probably good that you didn't go first, so you didn't get exploded by 100 breath weapons anyway. And alright, the other Fire Newt warriors, they're just staying here and holding the line. They look like they're ready to attack, though. They all ready actions. Looks like ready to attack. Alright, Yazo.
Okay, so it does have to be a stab, so I can't really do a lot more.
It's a miss. He actually blocks you with his scimitar and hits your weapon to the side.
Damn you!
Heathen!
Okay. I can't get through him, so I'm just gonna have to stay here.
Garrick.
Okay. Shatter, 3rd level.
Alrighty. Pulling out the big guns. Where do you want to put it?
I can't move it. Oh yes, there. What does it? Does that make 4 or 6?
That hits a lot. That's like right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah.
Alright, you drop a shatter there. And I might just draw the line around it because it's a tricky template, that one. Ten-foot radius, like a big, oops, like a big cross basically. I think I did it a bit too long there because I can't see the grid properly. All right, so yeah, it hits. That is not right. It's not right. So let me. I've got another 10-foot radius. Actually, it's probably a lot better. That has the lines on it. Maybe I should turn the grid on. I'll use a one with the lines so you can see a bit better. So it hits like those squares there. 10 foot. Sorry, like that. So you had it placed like there, so it hits everything in that area within the line.
Okay.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 fire newts. So they're going to make con saves first. And they all fail, taking 19 thunder damage. They're seriously injured from that explosion. They are almost dead, the 3 that were caught in that. And now for the giant striders. You hit 1, 2, 3, 4 giant striders. Alright, Strider up here. It takes the full brunt, taking 19 thunder damage. The other Striders, 2 of them succeed, 1 of them fail. But there's something concerning about when these Striders are hit. As they are exploded with the thunderous energy, and they are dipped in the lava, they're regenerating. The lava just heals up all their wounds like a healing salve. It doesn't kick in until the start of their turn, but unless they're put out of commission before their turn, they're just going to completely regenerate. The lava heals them. Any bonus action or any more movement?
I was thinking I should have done that as a quicken spell, but I didn't, so... Didn't know
Well, you
Beast Renegade.
You can still quicken a spell.
No, I
Cantrip?
can't use 2 spells in 1 round.
You can do a cantrip.
Yeah, but I'm not quickening a cantrip. That's too expensive.
Okay.
I will go into cover there. That's me.
Millhouse.
Alright, well, I guess there isn't anybody down there. 15, 20, 25.
Do we have a chatter? Use it!
I don't think I have any. I can't see Yowzo either. Alright.
He's on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Well, I really. Orion's running. Yazo's stuck on the other side. Damn. Guess I'll just follow Orion. Let's see, Metal Sonic will heal himself.
As soon as he moves, as soon as he starts to repair himself, 2 fire newts use their ready actions to attack. They spit fire at him. He's able to heal himself first, and then he needs to make 2 dex saves. The 2 adjacent to him just immediately, as soon as he makes movements, they shoot fire at him with their ready actions. He succeeds the first one and takes 4 fire damage, and then the second Spitfire hits him for 5. Solrak.
Right, so I am going to fire at this one again with my bow.
At the warrior?
Yeah,
Take out-
whichever.
Take out the animals. Take out the animals.
I will be able to take him out with a bow.
If they damaged?
There's some that are like this guy and this one, they're looking like they're on the brink of death.
Yeah, but they would have like 3/3 cover because I can hardly see their token. I could see this guy's token
They-
mostly. That's
They have half cover from you. They are large creatures. You can see more than one corner of their square.
It is that 3/3 cover you got to worry about. It's all right.
okay. So if I only get half, then I'll shoot at the injured one.
It's a miss. The arrow hits the wall.
Shoot at it again.
That hits. and you put an arrow straight through the Strider's neck. It sinks down to lava, and the Fire Newt warrior uses its reaction so it doesn't land prone, and it's just going to be splashing around in the lava below.
And then I'm going to get out of the way so I don't get blasted by fire again. That's 25. That's actually 35. 40.
Come on, we can't leave Jaso.
Alright, there's no more fire that's getting shot down. It's funny, everyone told Yazo to go and check it out, and then everyone just abandons him.
I know, I feel so bad.
I'm still here.
Typical day.
You just remember that, Yazo. Alright, when you're looking for all the traps. Okay, no, what? Alright, there's no more fire that's shot down this hallway. All the Striders just kind of screech, and yeah, the lava seems to pour into them and wash over them, and they're going to heal a little bit of health at the start of this turn. Because they start their turn in lava. So, let's see how much they're going to heal. They healed.
Yeah, that probably fully healed.
Yeah, it completely regenerates them. It completely regenerates them. And they're just growling and looking like they're ready to bite. But they don't like climb up onto this gang tree or anything. That's their turns. I think they're all dodge. Each one of them are going to take a dodge action. Orion.
I think seeing my companions continue to fight and hold fast, I will pat out the flames on my and kind of steady myself. Come back down.
Do you look back and cherish all the memories that you and Yazo shared?
No, I never liked Yazo. I will fire.
There's quite a few.
I will fire.
My God.
I'll shoot this one here.
Alright, I think your inspiration would be gone by now too. It's only 10 minutes. Alright, you're attacking the warrior, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Half cover. And that's a direct hit. You headshot him. He falls off the giant strider dead.
And then I'll go for the next one, this one right.
This guy, you can't see him. Actually, he's 10 feet below you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are there? Can I see any fire? Maybe this one.
Yeah, there's plenty more. This guy is available for shooting.
Pig and Gan, sorry.
This one. All the other ones are up on your levels. Just that one doesn't have a strider, so it fell into the lava.
Gotcha. Then I'll shoot the most injured.
Okay. Yeah, that one is almost dead. And that's another headshot. Take him off the strider and he just falls off and vanishes.
Oh, yo. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we can do this.
Just don't group up.
Yeah, don't group up. I will move 15. No, right there.
Okay. That flaming sphere is just gonna hover where it is, and Fire Newt's gonna come out and he's gonna move up here. And Orion, you see a couple of Fire Newts on this gang tree all the way over here. They're talking to each other and then they point and they get eyes on you. One of them lobs a firebolt at you. You've got half cover. Firebolt just screeches across the lava, across the gang tree, down the hallway, straight at you. And it just like hits the wall. Aww. And the other Fire Newt Warlock does exactly the same thing. Actually, he's got something else in play. He is going to shoot 3 large firebolts at you. Scorching Ray. First one, miss. Second one, hits you for 7 points of fire damage. And third Scorching Ray. Direct hit. 9 points of fire damage. And then he just shakes his Morning Star at you. Ends his turn there. Nim.
Alrighty, well, I saw those fire bolts and such going whizzing past. So I'm going to step here.
Alright, you look down the hallway and you can see a group of fire newts about 70 or so feet away from you across the lava pit.
I'm fine with that because they're all gonna get hit. Well, maybe not all of them. I'm gonna try to hit, but I'm gonna hit a tidal wave down there again.
How do you want to
Oh, my
configure
little
it?
friend!
So I want it to start right at this edge,
Finish over here.
and it's gonna go. Bow-dee-bee-boo.
Like that?
Yes, and I want it to go for the 10 feet to go to the south. So I want it to have it hit the 2 and then that tip of the other warlock mage that I can see down at the bottom as well. Going straight to the right, though.
Like that? Or straight? Like...
So like there and
Okay,
there.
okay, got it. So you won't hit the one at the top, but you hit the two wall like that.
Yes, correct.
Alrighty. You send another tidal wave just smashing into these warlocks and the fire newt. I'll do the warrior first. And he is just smashed down to the ground. He's basically squeezed into the gang tree, knocked prone, and he takes a 17 bludgeoning damage. And the warlocks, they make dex saves. One of them is concentrating. His marker went away. Alright, they're going to try and... Arrgh! Our worst enemy! They call out. And they fail. The tidal wave smashes into them, forces them to the ground. They're both knocked prone. That flaming sphere also drops, and they're both looking bloody.
And that was fine. I am going to go back 5, 10
Alrighty, duck
so
back
I'm
around
out of the
corner.
way. Yeah.
There's an anvil next to you that actually pretty much is like almost head height with you.
No one will see me here. And that'll be my turn.
Bryn.
So, first of all, I think I will cast Healing Word on this guy. Wait. Yeah, that one. That's all right? Yeah.
Here, this is Garrick.
Oh, Garrick, right. Well, him anyway. Just the names on their own houses.
Millhouse, it does always try to steal the spotlight, kill, steal, love, eliminates other party members to claim the spotlight.
Derek,
So that's the first thing. Then
thanks.
I want to move here, I guess, and I will shoot at, I think this one again. I think it will be the one that I see most.
He's got half cover.
Yeah, let's see if I hit now.
Direct hit.
All right. Mm-hmm.
The bolt, it hits him straight in his torso. He screeches and lavery blood spurts out everywhere. He's looking bloody.
And then I want to use the rest of my movement to get as close to this corner as possible. I'm not sure if the anvil is difficult terrain and stuff like that.
Yeah, like furnishings, anvil, crates, it's all difficult terrain. But you can get there anyway.
I started here and then I went here. I just tried to
you can get
figure
through
it
there.
out, but I can get there. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
You've got just enough to get through that. The anvil's like way They're way too big. There's no way an anvil is 10 feet wide, as shown on this map.
Right.
There's plenty of room for you to fit through.
The anvils upset you.
Alright, fire newts. We're going to start off with the one next to you, Yazo. It continues wrestling with you, calling you a heathen and a traitor and all this, and it's going to just try and grab you again. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. I think it's going to be seeing the illusion as well by now. Like, if it's interacted with, it becomes translucent. And yeah, you just slip straight out of its grip. Now it looks like it's just going to employ its scimitar against you, but that's the end of its turn. One of them that fell into the lava just starts swimming away. Another one like takes a run up and then leaps onto the back of a giant strider, leaps onto the bridge, and then comes in taking a dash action and runs in next to you, Yazo. Another one stands up, 15, and takes a run up, 5, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And starts, it's gonna mount this giant strider. And then the other fire newts are going to dismount from the striders. One of them's going to dash and rush you, Millhouse. Another one is going to dash. Oh no, Metal Sonic's in the way. Dash and run up to Metal Sonic. And another one is going to stay there. That's it for the striders. Mostly movement this turn. The fire newts. Oh yeah, I think I accidentally hit the one that had the initiative order as well. But I'll bring that back. Yazo, you're up.
Okay, so now I've got two of them. I'm going to hold my hand up, and I'm going to give it colour spray.
Okay. Color spray on them. Roll 60-10. That's how many hit points it'll affect. 15-foot cone just fills the tunnel with all these flashy rainbow colors.
Pink.
And you can choose which one you want to hit. It's only going to affect one of them.
Will it? 15 foot.
Which one do you
I
want
won't
to
do it then.
What?
Have we already done it?
You just roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do this one then.
Alright. You hit this one. And because it's 34 hit points worth of creatures. They have more than 17 hit points each. This one gets blinded. And its eyes start flashing and they glaze over. It's blinded.
Okay. I'll disengage.
Disengage and not move. Alrighty. Why not? Alright, Garrick.
Uh,
There's a couple of fire newts coming down this hall.
yeah,
Sounds like there's a long-range battle going on in the room to the south of you.
I can't see anything
There's one
down
here.
there.
One here. Do you see them?
Yeah, those I see. I was thinking of helping Yazo with a long-range spell, but that's not gonna happen. Just take one, the one behind this one. And
I'm okay
go
for I'm okay for a while. Trust me.
Okay, and go for. Chill touch. And misses again.
There's a miss.
It's really it's not my night.
Getting all the bad rolls out of the way. The good ones will start coming.
Those shatters also did a bunch.
Yeah. Okay, that's me. I have to do the ET.
Millhouse.
Right, I don't have many options. With Meteru Sonic Q in the way. I'll squeeze in there. I have mad faith in my abilities.
And Metal Sonic just bumps you. And he bumps you again and just completely disrupts both of your attacks.
Why Metal Sonic? You?
Being betrayed.
Alright. So I guess I gotta back out now.
You get attacked. And go hit for 2 slashing damage.
Sonic will heal. And he will move out of the way. He'll stand in the little water bucket that's there.
Okay, he calls off. Thorak.
Right, so let's see here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. I am going to take a shot. Actually, at the one behind. That will probably miss.
Miss.
Yep, shoot at him again.
That misses him as well. He ducks. Holds up his shield. There's cover. 17 misses.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Back to where I was.
So Strider's turns. Some of them have lost their mount and they're getting a little bit panicky. Just gotta check something. Okay. They all do different things. Just gotta fix up a couple other things as well. Take off all their dodge markers. Yazo, that hallway is flooded with fire again. One of them spits a fire burst at you. It just fills the entire hallway. Make a dexterity saving throw. And you hit for 16 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's not right.
Another Strider spits fire at Millhouse, centers it on Millhouse, and it explodes out in a 10-foot radius sphere. And it hits Millhouse, Garrick, Metal Sonic, and Bryn. It just floods that section of the hall.
Not if I use absorb elements.
Everyone in that area make a dexterity save. Millhouse, who is absorb it, taking half damage. Bryn, you succeed. And Bryn, you take 7 fire damage. Millhouse, you succeed and you take 3 fire damage. Garrick, you succeed and you take 7 fire damage. And Metal Sonic,
Gotta do Medic Sonic.
he fails. 14 fire damage. Another Strider shoots a fire burst in the exact same location. Everyone make another dexterity save. If you're in that area. Garrick, you take the full brunt this time, taking 18 points of fire damage. Bryn, you succeed, taking 9 points. Millhouse, you fail, taking 9 points with your resistance. And Metal Sonic is destroyed.
No.
Some of the Striders are going to keep on dodging. And another one actually swims away and swims towards they swim towards the Warlocks. One of them, no, you're not close enough. Okay, that's it for the Striders. Orion, you're up.
All right. Move 10. Hello. And are these guys both?
They're both prone.
They have cover.
This one does. This one doesn't.
I will shoot. One does not.
That's a hit. 9 damage. The arrow sticks into the warlock, and he's very badly injured.
Next one.
It's a miss. 9. The arrow just whizzes straight over the top of him. Breaks on the wall.
Then I'll duck into the supply closet and close.
Okay. This warlock screams out, brings itself to its feet, and Nim.
Alrighty, I want to see how the other space is going, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And then, because of what I see, Actually, I'm not going to do that. I am going to cure myself a little bit because I'm getting a little bit of hurt. I'm going to do cure wounds on myself for 11. I touch myself.
Good heals. You're feeling a lot better.
I'm feeling a lot better. That's my turn.
Bryn.
So I have a question. I have this Mantle of Inspiration. Would it also work on the Steel Companion, or?
I think he's destroyed.
It's destroyed, so.
But it would be. He can see you. But not anymore.
Okay. And would temporary hit points also help Carrick?
They don't get you up from unconsciousness.
Okay. So in that case, I will do a healing word on him. Get these spells again. The last one, guys. So that's a heal for 7 points. I will get here and try to shoot the one in the back because I think it's more hurt.
Yeah, it's looking bloody. That's a hit. A well-placed crossbow bolt hits the fire newt in the arm and is very badly injured. Almost dead.
And I'll get out of the way again. And not too close to the corner this time. End of turn.
Alright, so fire newt warriors. Yazo, the non-blinded one that you're engaged with, attacks you. It misses you. It attacks you again. It hits you.
I can shield that one.
Damage. Alright, cast shield. The scimitar bounces back off your shield. The other blinded one attacks you at disadvantage because it can't see you. Takes a couple of blind swings at you, and it's like it's not even attacking in the right direction. It's like attacking over here. Both attacks miss.
That one would have hit me, wouldn't it?
A 12 is a miss.
No, a 17 would have.
He's blinded, so he has disadvantage.
Yeah, so it worked.
It did. And Another fire newt. He's going to dodge. This guy's going to move forward. And he's going to spit his fire at Millhouse. Millhouse, make a dex save. Spits at you and runs forward. You still have resistance. And you take 2 fire damage. He runs back. And the other one pushes in. Or the one that pushes in pulls him back. And he comes...
I forgot. Sorry.
No reaction. You're still casting Absorb Elements. And he comes in to attack you. Hack into you with his scimitar. First attack. Misses you. Oh no, that hits you. You've got no armor on. So 7 slashing damage. And second attack. It misses you. That's it for the fire newts. Yazo, you're up. Things are looking pretty dire.
So is this one still blinded?
I was just checking that. It's blinded until the end of your next turn. So it's blinded until the end of this turn.
So I might just do a flaming rapier, just for fun.
You're attacking the blinded,
blinded
one.
one.
That's a hit. You have advantage, so you can get sneak attack. And too bad he's immune to fire. 20 damage almost kills him. You just impale the rapier straight through him.
Splash everyone for fun.
He likes it. Garrick, you're back up. You can use half your movement speed to stand up.
I'll go around the corner and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I give that hallway a bit of a wide berth. There are many explosions happening there. And you're feeling a bit better. Millhouse.
Alright. I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
$11 is blocked. Miss. 19 hits. You slash into it. 9 damage. It's an injury. Starts to look hurt.
Then, not wanting to be covered in fire again.
Alright, as you withdraw, the fire newt attacks. And he hits you for 4 slashing. Solrak.
Right, so I pull up my axe, or my maul. 5, 10, 15, 20... Sure. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to swing at this one. I'm going to do it recklessly.
Hit. And it only just catches the fire newt. It's badly injured.
I swing at him again.
19 is a hit. And you just crush him. Bring them all straight down the warrior. Squash it to the ground.
And I will start backing up, so I have 15 movement left, I believe. I don't want to stop there. Stop down here.
Okay. Just checking something. And oh, you're a lucky man, Yazo. You're not going to be instantly killed. All right. By these giant striders.
That is lucky.
Okay.
That is lucky.
Let's see how we are looking here for range. Nim. A giant strider spits fire directly on you.
Okay.
Sends it flying down the hall. It's just got an angle on you. And it's a 10-foot radius. I got a better template here. Oh, it's bigger than that though. Oh, it's bigger than that. Oh, no, it's too big. There we go. Alright, it centers it on you. And happens to hit Brennan Solrak as well. The three of you make a dexterity save. Nim, you are hit for 9 fire damage. Solrak, you take 4. And Bryn, you take 9. And some of them are dodging. The ones that don't have mounts now, well, they're still just waiting there. Actually, one of them's going to swim off. Yeah, gone too long without a mount instructing it, fire newt instructing it. So one of them does swim off now, gets panicked, and it's going to go find a fire newt. Most of them remain. That's it though. Orion.
I will pull out the last of my ointment and use it. This dark closet where I'm cowering in fear.
You go in the closet and you start rubbing yourself down with lotion. I use the last remaining salve. 9 healing.
To do a quick look around the closet, see if there's any
more here, like a big closet full of healing potions.
I was thinking of Fire Newt's Bane or something. That would work too.
There's crates and barrels.
Okay. Cool.
Crates and barrels. A couple of other provisions. You'd need to actually take a bit of a look. Maybe some parchment and some ink and things like that. Okay. Fire newts are ominously just doing their thing, skipping their turns. Who knows what they're doing? Nim, you're up.
Ooh. I'm going to move 5, 10. And then I am going to cast. What? Nope, sorry. I'm going to case my last tidal wave. I'm gonna do it to try to hit this strider down here. But I want to get the tip of it on this side and then go toward the one in the back.
Okay.
It's my last tidal wave.
Alright, start a tidal wave in this square. Was that the one? Yeah. Yeah, you can start it there.
Yeah, the farther one.
Alright, you send the tidal wave
30.
Smashing through these warriors. These are actually all dodging the warriors and the strider, so they do have advantage on the dexterity saves. Alright, warriors first. And the closest one to you, he is knocked off the strider. He takes 18 bludgeoning damage. He's going to splash into the lava prone and be badly mangled. The other fire newt warrior, he kind of ducks, braces, but it doesn't help him. He's ripped apart. The tidal wave just rips him into pieces and he's destroyed instantly. The striders, they both fail even when they're dodging, and they're both seriously injured. The lava is regenerating them, but there is a chance to finish them off before that happens because they're both close to death now. Good tidal wave.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to get over out of the way.
Oh shit.
Because I don't want to get hit. And then I gotta scroll up.
Kind of in the way.
Bryn.
I'm small.
Yeah. I will move up. Can I see the hurt beasts in the water? Or in the lava?
Yeah, you've got a line of sight on Yeah, you've got a line of sight on both of them. They both have 3/4 cover from you, but you can see both of them, yeah.
Right.
There's no
Well,
walls in the
we'll
way or
try
anything like
anyway.
that.
So we'll try to. I'll try to finish them.
They
All
are
of them
both
anyway.
dodging as well. You can see them moving around, so attack would be at disadvantage. And it's a
Well,
miss anyway.
Doesn't matter.
It ducks.
I tried. I don't have much else. I could do the Mantle of Inspiration right now. Yeah, I'll click on it again to show it. So that means that the 3 people I can see can have 5 temporary hit points, and immediately use their reaction to move up to its speed.
Yep. So
Without provoking opportunity attacks. I don't think that matters much, but
you guys
maybe
can.
the 5.
Yeah, well, it's good for movement. Yeah, you guys can use your actions to move if you want. Jarek, Nim, and Solrak.
How much distance do we get total to move?
Full movement speed.
Oh, goodness.
I could do it on Millhouse's turn, right?
Yeah, you have to do it now.
Air action right then.
Oh, I have to do it now.
Yeah.
So
When he uses the mantle, you use your reaction and get to move.
I'm gonna get out of that way.
It's a great ability, that one. You can reorganize the battlefield.
Cool. I'll move away a bit and end my turn here.
Fire newts. Alright, the one that got knocked off the Strider, half movement to get up, half movement to mount the Strider again. And it's just gonna dodge and stand its ground, just hold its shield up and stay there. Alright, now there's 2 left. Oh, I'm sorry, there's the one next to Solrak. He attacks Solrak. Solrak, you hit for 5 slashing damage.
that loses all my temporary hit points.
And you hit again for another 4. You get a small cut on you.
Isn't he raging?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
This is not good for you, Yazo. One of them's just going to spit fire at you, and pfft, you're immediately going to... Actually, sorry, no. They don't want you dead. If they wanted you dead, you'd be dead already. They're going to try and knock you out. This one's going to attack you. That's a miss. That's a miss. And then the other one tries to attack you. Because yeah, they want you to open the door. You have some use. That hits.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about that one.
He takes the pommel of his scimitar and just whacks you over the face. You're knocked to the ground unconscious and stable. You're not making death saves. But you're incapacitated, drop what you're holding, full prone, blah 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 blah. Fail saving throws against being thrown in lava. Everything else. Is that what it says there? I think so. Alright, so you're just having a nice sleep, yeah. So you're dreaming about swimming in ale.
About my favourite DM.
That does not bring you back up on 1 hit point, Jazz.
Nice try.
That is a nice try. It was worth a try. That was a good one.
Why do you think it's you?
Oh. Garrett.
Garrett dies instantly. Alright.
And I'm dead too.
Why do I die?
Oh no, sorry. Bryn dies immediately. Alright. I was thinking Garrick. You're up. Alright, Garrick, your turn is now.
Yeah. Well, I will cast the Shatter on the last one, the one that's Strider and that got hurt here, down here.
Here?
Take them out.
Alright. It rips the Strider apart. It rips the Fire Newt apart instantly. And then the other Strider that's left, this guy, he takes a little bit of damage. And you've clearing their numbers quite a lot. You got a
Should
little
have
bit
tried quick and No, it doesn't work. He has too much cover. I will go down there.
Millhouse.
Well, did my work.
Alright. That was 10. 15. So it's still too far away. So 25 gets me there. Seeing everybody else touch themselves, Millhouse will also touch himself.
Right. So,
Zorak.
first of all,
Alright. Rage mode activated.
right, I am recklessly attacking the guy in front of me.
And that is a hit. He's dead. You sweep straight through the warrior. Squash him up against the wall.
That is 30. I'm gonna smack the one on top of me.
Okay. Advantage and disadvantage. It is dodging.
I want to great weapon attack. Hopefully this will kill it.
It's squawking at you.
Hopefully.
And
Damn.
you slip over. You have to pick yourself up.
I will step back to there.
When you move back, the Strider snaps its maw at you and tries to bite you. And it chomps you for 4 piercing damage.
It's better than taking like 4 of their blast.
The Striders that are in the lava are healing. And they're both completely healed from the lava. 1, 2, 3. One of them, this guy, he moves up to you, Solrak, wading through the lava, uses his action to fire burst. You need a dexterity save. Floods that hallway with fire. You see it coming, you react, and you succeed the saving throw. And you take a grand total of 4 points of fire damage. Another Strider remains dodging. The one that you attacked keeps on dodging. And they're very obedient creatures because even if they're getting attacked, they're just staying exactly where they're told to stay. Orion.
Alright, I will open the door. I'll grab a piece of paper and kind of like wave it around the corner. See if I can trigger like their held actions.
You wave a piece of paper around the corner.
Great, that must mean that they have no held actions. I will drop prone and crawl forward.
Okay. They use their held actions.
Solid.
Yeah, their held action was not for when a tiny little piece of paper appears around the corner. It's from when they see you. All right.
Sure, I mean that's fair.
The 2 warlocks, yeah, when you move into that square, they unleash firebolts at you. 2 of them. They've just been waiting for you. And both of them fly overhead. The giant Strider, it also unleashes its fire burst on you. Make a dexterity save, Orion. And you succeed. So you take 8 points of fire damage.
Fantastic.
The fire burst burns away some of the crates, and they get scorched at least. Crates and barrels get scorched. That piece of paper that you're holding is perfectly fine, because apparently that's how it works in D&D. If you're holding or carrying it, it's not affected.
Sure. I'll stand up. And I will shoot this warlock. Sorry, that's a rapier. My bad. Wrong thing.
Use the attack roll. You don't want to waste a good attack.
So it's a 14 then.
14?
For
Headshot.
for the first
They don't really have any armor. That warlock falls to the ground dead. Consumed by black smoke.
Then I'll target the warlock on the fire mace back. There we go.
Hit. The arrow glancing for 4 piercing. It's looking bloody.
And how much movement do I have left? I did some shenanigans.
You
Oh,
moved
and standing up.
5. You stood up for half your movement speed. I think you have 40 feet, so you use 25. So you got 15 feet left.
I'll go 10, 15.
The warlock is going to take control of his giant strider as a mount. The strider now acts on its initiative count. It moves forward. It sees Solrak, and it's going to shoot Scorching Ray at Solrak. First beam. You've got half cover against this Solrak. It hits you for 4 damage. Second beam. It hits you for 2 damage. Third beam. It hits you for 4 damage. And ends its turn there. Some of these striders are starting to become panicked now because there's not enough fire units to control them. Nim.
Yay. Yeah. Move. And 25. I'm going to cure wounds on myself again. Actually, yeah, I'm going to cure wounds on myself. A little bit more health up. Oh, that feels lovely.
Bryn.
Well, I'm moving up again to see what's there because I don't see what happens in between.
You look down the bridge, you can see some striders squawking about, 4 of them. 1 warlock now, up near the level of the bridge.
I tried to shoot the warlock.
It's a mess. Nope. Even with his light armor, there's just not enough of an opening.
Let's see if no, I don't have any spells left. Well, that's it. I will move over to the other side this time because, well, why not? And that's end of turn.
A fire new warrior grabs you, Yazo, and he's going to drag Yazo out here while another one holds a scimitar to his neck and calls out, "We have the imposter! Surrender yourselves! Or we kill him!" How do you guys respond?
Yeah, well, I'm the only one I think that speaks primordial. I tell him, if you don't drop him, we're gonna kill you. Seriously, you're gonna die.
I whispered to.
Don't play with us!
Talk now. I can go out and do as if I surrender, and then cast shatter on us too.
We're not playing here! We'll kill him!
You whispered that to me, Garrick?
Yeah, if I go over there and do as if I surrender, then and then cast the shatter on us and the people around us.
Sure, let's do it.
You're the only one that can negotiate with Solrak, so how do you respond?
Yeah, I responded like that. If you don't drop him, I'm gonna kill you. Straight up. Not gonna even save you for hostage. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
You don't go along with the other plan?
I don't hear what they're saying. I think I'm too far away.
I sent the message to you.
Oh, you
Because
message,
you're-
you won't be able to... Oh, yeah, message goes around... Well, it's not your... Yeah, you could do a message. I mean, I don't mind kind of breaking the turn order for role-playing. It goes around corners and whatnot. So, yeah, you get a message. They can't understand common anyway, so even if you're calling out things, you know that they're not going to understand you.
Oh, okay. Just call out then, not messaging.
Yeah, you can... They'll expect you guys to be conversing with one another. What do you say? Do you want to see your friend die? Or will you surrender?
Yeah, sure. We'll surrender.
Alright.
We're not.
If you want to deceive them, that'll be a deception check. Oh, we're still in initiative though, Garrick, so just hold up.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna see if they're gonna
Oops.
buy his lie. Ah! Liar! You're making a plan, the Fire Warrior says. And it doesn't they don't go through with their threat either. It was an empty threat. They just throw Riazo to the ground in frustration. And they don't surrender either. So we'll continue. Yeah. They still don't kill Yazo. You feel like they want him to open the door. He's a dwarf as well. Garrick, you're up.
Something strange is okay. Let's see what's going on. Is there only one dude with Jazz? Yeah.
There's two. One of them's holding him, another one's had a scimitar to his neck. There's also only one warlock and 3 striders. Without the warlock, without the fire newts, you feel like these striders kind of don't really know what to do. I feel like if you take out the fire newts, the striders will probably just run away.
Is that a hint?
Yeah. Well, take out the warlock or the fire newts with Jazz.
Take out the guys across the bridge. I can't reach them.
Okay. Chatter. What's strange?
I think Shatter is only 60 feet.
Yeah. And I don't need reach. No, I won't reach it this time. 10 feet too short. Well, then it's good old chill touch.
Okay.
It's the first one.
Hit.
It didn't.
You send the chill touch, the skeletal hand is flying across the bridge, and it just grabs the fire newt by the neck and strangles him until he just melts down dead.
And I say, that's what you get for not surrendering.
The warlock is scolding him, and they're giving orders, so they still have not surrendered or backed off or retreated. They're still going to fight.
That's it.
10, 25, and I can't make it over to him. Shame. We are all grouped up again.
Yeah, bad
So-
idea.
So Millhouse will dash to not be grouped up. All right.
He just like runs off.
corner over there.
I'm not doing too good, man.
How's this doing like this running motion?
Stop crying.
Soul Rack.
Right. So I am drinking the potion.
Which one?
The greater one, the only one I have.
Alright, 44 plus 4.
Is potion drinking bonus action or action?
An action.
Okay.
Good
Bad
deal.
roll right there.
Yeah, almost max. And
Oh.
effectively
nice.
doubled as well with your barbarian ability.
So I wouldn't be able to attack this turn. I am going to go right there. And hopefully that's enough to distract them from not hitting everybody else.
Alright, the two striders that are closest to, they actually just run. They don't have fire newts instructing them, so they run off. Taking a dash action, they swim away in the lava. One of them provokes from you, Solrak. If you
I
wanted
won't
to.
attack.
Alright, you let him go and they're happy to escape. They just flee. Swim off somewhere to the south. But there is one with the Warlock. It doesn't go now because it's being controlled. And then the other one is just kind of waiting for the other warrior. It looks like it's ready to do something with its action. Orion.
Alrighty. 15, 30. Can I see this warlock?
Yeah,
I would like to shoot him.
half cover. Hit. 8 piercing damage. Almost kills him. And it's a headshot. The warlock falls off the giant strider. When that happens, these other striders, they will flee. And the single fire newt warrior that has Yazo drops to his knees and surrenders. Fight is over.
Quick, push him in lava.
It's probably the same one he pushed in the lava that's holding him now.
It's the one that he pushed in the lava and he says, I have sympathy. You saved me, so I will spare your life today. That is why
I
you
want
saved me,
sympathy.
right? Alright, so what? They've surrendered. I'll tally up the experience for that encounter and we'll be wrapping up in a second.
That fight sucked.
Big fight. Basically cleared out the entirety of them. You do know that a number of striders have escaped and a couple of fire newts here and there. All in all, 307 experience.
Oof.
Alright, that other fire newt warrior just surrenders to you all. Throws down his weapons and he releases Yazo and he pleads with you, much like the other one, and says, He's not as tricky as the other one. He doesn't make up some story about the lava tunnel that you need to dive into.
I'm gonna
While I pass Jazo, I start touching him
tie up the fire newt.
and give him 5 hit points.
Okay. Alright, you look around and there's no more clanging. There's not really any activity. You know there's going to be a few stragglers around somewhere. But all in all, your characters should feel confident that you've reclaimed Hrakhamar.
I'm gonna slap Orion.
Awesome.
I will eat Millhouse.
for temporary hit points.
I think that went quite well because no one got stuck over the lava.
Yeah, we're all still here.
I checked this room. Why is there a room right by the armory?
There's a side cave here. It's
Probably where the guards sleep.
It's for taking dwarves in and trying to hold them hostage.
Make them better.
No secret entrance to the armory? Or a secret...
I can bring out the lantern.
We'll wrap it up here for today's session.
Don't forget to take the healer, right?
You healed me?
Yeah, it was a slap with love.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll
thank you very much.
We'll finish up here, and we'll start off next session right here with the.
Where is Orion?
I'm in the room with you.
He's right there, ready to save you.
Oh yeah, with his tail between his legs.
You accurately recall him charging in there and swimming through lava to get you, Yazo, in your dream. Alright guys, thanks very much, and to our new players, thank you guys very much as well. If you have any questions about the campaign or any mechanics or anything like that, don't hesitate to message me. And yeah, looks like we'll be moving out of Hrakhamar back into the jungle next session if things go well.
Yeah, that's one question I had. Can I have a riding animal? Buy a riding animal for the island?
Yeah, you could have had one for your starting gold. It won't be a horse though. It would have to be a dinosaur because it's very thick jungle.
I was thinking an alternative to an elephant.
You cannot buy an elephant. No, yeah, actually, alternative would be like a triceratops. I think they're really expensive though.
An elephant is 200 gold.
Can I buy a Triceratops?
Really? Alright, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I will buy that.
Yeah, you can buy a triceratops. Let me check. It's saying 250 gold pieces. I'll just double check. You could have had that if you want. It could be tied up the front.
We had that at the start. We wouldn't have gone all around the map.
We didn't have to. You never went to that merchant prince. It's 500 gold pieces for a triceratops. You can get an ankylosaurus for 250.
Okay.
Ankylosaurus is like a kind of similar, I guess, except it has more blunt, like armor on it.
Before we do this, how are you gonna feed and water this thing?
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
Well,
this thing's gonna die so quick.
Doesn't he eat greenery?
Ankylosaurus, they are plant-eating monsters or dinosaurs, not monsters.
There's a jungle.
Yeah, they can survive. They're native. How would they survive normally? But no, yeah, you guys did have 100 gold deducted from your starting gold each for things like that, for provisions, food, water, whatever you needed, survival gear, rain catcher, insect repellent, and everything you needed. So that's all taken care of. But yeah, you could have bought an animal in Port Nyanzaru if you wanted, an Ankylosaurus, and have it parked out the front. It looks. Is there a handout for one?
Well, I thought it was more normal to have an animal if I just wandered around in the jungle alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. If you wanted to buy it part of your starting equipment, by all means, go for it. That's what it looks like. It's kind of cute.
I'll catch you guys next week.
All right, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys all next time.